From a crown on a mouse to a crown on a queen, we'll be diving into every scene on part of your Broadway world. Your Broadway world. Your Broadway world.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Your Broadway World Podcast. Today, we have the one problem. One of the two problems.
I mean, you were like, I want to do movie news. So you called in your resident movie news guy. Well, one half of your resident movie news guy. But I'm the movie news
It's
guy.
not
George
really even movie news. It's D23.
that's absolutely movie news. I mean, it's 1/3 movie news. It's also video game news and apparently amusement park news. Yeah, me and Jordan didn't even touch on all the amusement park stuff, of which there was a ton. Yeah, man, what an avalanche. There was too much. It was like a fire hose of like, I'm sure I missed something. We realized afterwards that me and Jordan didn't even talk about Coco too. Whoops. He was like, save it for next week. I was like, yep, that's probably.
Oh, Jesus.
Whoops.
Because I'm sure that you saw the list I sent you of
I
all this
did.
shit.
It was very funny. My favorite part is where the outline's like, this would be a great topic to talk about on your podcast multiple times. It was very funny. This is
Like,
ideally suited for your podcast.
I know. I asked ChatGPT to give me all the stuff, and it gives me that. So I'm like, I don't care what you think.
That's pretty funny. It's just I thought that I think it's because I guess because you ask for outlines often enough that it's starting to train itself on what you want. For me, it does. I use it for basic stuff, but it doesn't remember what I type because I don't actually talk to it. I'm just
Yeah.
like I need a YouTube video description. Tally ho! But I thought that was funny. So I assume I pulled up your list here. I will. You go ahead. What's the first thing? What's the first topic? What's the first thing you want to hit?
All right. Yeah, like you just heard, guys, we're gonna talk about D23 and the craziness that was D23. It was
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah. Avalanche. Just an out again, fire hose of just to the face.
First of all, before I touch into the first point, which is Villain's Land in Magic Kingdom, I just want to talk about this one part, and it pertains to the villains. Glenn Close, Glenn
Yeah, I saw that.
Close,
I was
Glenn
yes,
Close.
I was that was like wow. Wow, like I don't man, it's just kind of incredible. Like that used to be such I don't forgive me if I use a gauche thing to do. Like it's so wild that like these celebrities are so willing to just dress up as characters they did 20 years ago.
I
Like
miss her.
that's wild. I'm like,
I
wow.
loved her Cruella. Her Cruella, dare I say, her Cruella is better than Emma Stone.
Oh, I mean, yes, yes. But I mean, to be fair, Glenn Close is just doing the cartoon.
Yeah,
Um, I kind of wish that if they do Cruella too, I would like it to imply that she turns into the Glenn Close Cruella. That would be funny.
yeah,
That
yeah.
Emma Stone Cruella movie's
Or
god
just,
awful.
or like have it half of it be the Emma Stone, and then like the second half be like her older, but that being Glenn Close.
I can't remember. I'm pretty sure she dies at the end of the second one. I think she gets killed.
Oh,
I think. I don't remember. I just remember from the first one to the second one. The second one, she's like all nice and stuff, and then she loses her mind again. She
yeah,
goes crazy.
yeah.
But yeah, I think that was funny. I saw that clip. I was like, that's funny. I was unexpected of a great many different things. Yeah, I don't know. The thing about Disneyland stuff is every time I'm like, ah, this is cool, but like unless I come into a great deal of money very quickly, going to Disneyland is kind of becoming a rich person's thing.
Yeah.
It's unattainable to regular people, and it's upsetting because it so flies in the face of what Walt would have wanted. So, like, yeah, man, that Avengers ride sure looks fucking fun. But
I mean,
like,
I thought Disneyland was cheaper than Disney because did Disney World,
It's less prohibitively expensive, but it's still
D
prohibitively expensive.
Disney World is fucking expensive. It's now 299, almost 300 a person
It's brutal. Yeah, no, Disney World's way more expensive, but there's like way more to do.
to
So
like get into the parks. Just to get into
yeah,
the parks, it's 299 a
that's
ticket.
brutal. The
Yeah,
last I'd heard, it was 100 for California, and I think they still have it's a double park pass, so you get both the California Adventure and the
yeah.
Disneyland, and it's a dude pack thing. And I would love to go to California, but it's still expensive. It's California. It's very
Or
expensive.
or no, excuse me, it's 219 a ticket.
Still too much money.
It's still too much money.
It's way too much money.
99 didn't make a difference.
And they were already pricing out customers as it was. So like I don't I they were seeing like net profit losses because they had priced out families. So like look, as in a Disney adult, I don't like slagging Disney adults, but it's becoming a game of like most of the people here are adults. Um so like yeah, that was a problem. So them increasing the price, they're gonna hit a rubber meets road situation where it'll become where they will start losing business. I play Roller Coaster Tycoon. More people need to play Roller Coaster Tycoon.
But I mean, Disney adult, Disney
I'm hey, I'm
tattoo.
I'm I'm a Disney adult. Makes me cringe when people make fun of Disney adults. Like, where's your
Yeah,
sense of fun? Like,
yeah,
okay. It's not to say that there aren't Disney adults. I saw the Peter Pan videos. It's not to say that there aren't Disney adults who are tad over the top. It does happen. Um, but I think it's more cringy to make fun of people who
eh. Yeah. Oh
derive
yeah.
joy from something.
Did you see the Peter Pan
Not not the
videos?
videos of her so much as other people talking about it.
Yeah.
And I don't like watching cringy things, so I didn't really seek it out.
Just why
Um
follow him, you know?
she's really into Peter Pan. There's a lot. I've seen a lot of like pro anti. I find hers is not the only one of that nature that makes me cringe.
Yeah.
It's just like like someone I saw a video where someone pointed out where it's like there's videos where people like interview cast like characters like without showing their faces. She was like, at least she showed her face. Like there's so many weird character interaction
Yeah.
videos out there. It's the internet. The internet has made like look, I get where I sit in that sort of totem pole, but the internet has made people more weird, or it has made their weirdness more viewable, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, well, because I had an interview earlier today and we were talking about Ariana Grande and stuff and like how people are being really weird about that too, like just talking about it
They
with
are being really weird.
it's weird behavior.
Well, it always starts off as like this is reasonable. This is a
Yeah.
reasonable amount.
Yeah.
And then people make it weird. And it
Yeah.
happens every time. Like I don't think it's inherently wrong to notice that Ariana Grande looks unhealthy. Like
Yeah.
I don't think like it's wrong for me to be like, "Girl, I can see your ribs and I can see your collarbones and
It's
you look
not
skeletal,
unnatural.
girl."
You can uh talk about it, but just don't make it your personality. Like don't like
No.
hyperfixate on it, you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. That happens a lot. We're like, this is so weird. It's so weird that people are caring about this. Like, that happens to me a lot. Where
Like there's more things in the world that are going on that you should worry about
I
than
I stopped making content about stuff like that because I was like, I can't engage in that kind of. But to be fair, I
yeah.
look, I think it's people who are in their 20s because like when I was in my late teens and my early 20s, I was really into TMZ. Like really into TMZ, like to the point that I had a TMZ t-shirt that I became embarrassed to wear, but I do have. I don't know if I still have it, but I had it at one point. I won it. I used to watch TMZ live and I won it by like answering a question while they were live. I used to be proud of it. I'm no longer proud of it. But like so like I do get the instinct to be like, "Ooh, celebrity. Ooh, look at the celebrity in the zoo." That's what it is, effectively. Dance for me.
That-
The one that gets me is when you see people who are like, a celebrity owes you everything at all moments, and becomes that episode of South Park with Britney Spears, where it's like the celebrity owes you everything at all times. They're not entitled to any moment of privacy ever.
Oh,
I was like, oh, people like that make me cringe.
what's so funny? You said that though, and my mind instantly went to that SNL sketch with Olivia Rodrigo when she's in like the bug habitat where like the bugs are outside, we're viewing her, as the animal, or have you seen that sketch?
Probably not. But
Oh my God.
there's a chance I could have. I'm
Oh,
on TikTok a lot, so if it was a really popular sketch, then I'm not a really big was he say Olivia
oh,
Rodrigo?
yep, Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah, I don't. I know who she is because I'm chronically online by name, but I've never listened to a single one of her songs because I'm
Yeah.
36. It's
I'm
usually
27 and I love her.
yeah, but you're in the sweet spot of being the correct age. You're in your mid to late 20s. That's the correct age to like music like that. So like how I want to watch Camp Rock 3, but I feel a little weird about it. Also, I hear it's bad.
I haven't watched it yet, but my mother got so bored.
Really? I heard it's bad. I've heard it's
It,
really bad.
she was
I've
like,
seen
it's so cheesy, it's
I-
so
I've seen at
cringy.
least three videos that say it's bad.
Like she said to the words, and I say it was it's very cheesy.
I saw a really embarrassing video of I saw one person said the Jonas Brothers must be broke because I saw a really speaking of getting back on the topic of D23, I saw them they I guess they won some sort of award and they did a really like lick the mouse's balls kind of like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
it was so
yeah. I
embarrassing
saw
anyway
that. Yeah,
where
it
they
was
think we
bad.
pledge allegiance to the mouses and they put the MICKE it's like MOUSE. We're sorry we ever talked bad about you, Mickey. Do you want us to spit? Like, it was so embarrassing.
Uh,
It was so embarrassing. I'm like, dude, you guys had a career. What are you doing?
they're they just recently did a casino.
That's not fair. I like the Christmas movie.
Yeah. They did they performed at a casino that's like a couple miles away from me. They
Did they?
they're
They
do
seem like
they're
reasonably nice people. I don't know.
they're performing at casinos now. If that doesn't tell you that they're fading, I don't know what
They're
does.
doing the Burning Up tour again. It's the weirdest. They're so weird. Villains Land.
Yeah.
Villains Land.
Villains Land. Okay.
Villains Land.
Back to D23 without the tangent.
Hey, that was
But
technically Detroit 23.
yeah, but I will get to the honors at the very end.
Very embarrassing.
Um, so Villains Land. So it's a brand new land dedicated entirely to Disney villains, and it's coming to Magic Kingdom in 2027, so next year.
Oh yeah, that
They
makes sense.
like
Yeah, that makes
March
sense.
31st, I think, 2027.
Interesting. So I'm just reading
Um,
through what's happening in Disneyland. Really? More Figment stuff? Ugh. Nobody likes
it's
Figment.
I like Figment.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I've never met a person who likes Figment. Figment exists purely because they. Fun fact about Figment. Figment only exists because Disney got nervous about the copyright holding on Mickey Mouse, and they've fought to extend it in Congress for like literal decades, and they created Figment in the event that they lost the copyright to
Yeah.
Mickey, so they'd have a character. But it's
Mm.
like nobody cares. Like everyone's like, who would we rather have, the mouse or the dragon? Everyone went the mouse.
The mouse. Uh, so yeah, and it's also planned for the Beyond Big Thunder expansion because I guess they're expanding that area
Interesting.
to fit Cars Land or to fit Cars in
This is all
because
in Florida, right? Thus
yeah,
far?
because
Okay, okay.
because you know how Disneyland has the Cars ride,
Yeah.
we're gonna have the Cars ride.
Oh, so you don't have the cars right in Florida.
Nope, but
Oh,
but
interesting.
but we're gonna.
So I guess you're getting your own version of So that's interesting because typically Florida gets all the good shit first, and then
Yeah.
Disney gets a knockoff, or the California gets a knockoff version of it, which always bothered me because the California theme park was the first one. Why does Florida get all this? Because Florida has all the space because Walt Disney bought all the real estate right before he died.
Mm.
All the cheap Florida real estate.
I think we're getting our own version of Piston Peak.
Interesting.
Yeah.
My thing with the Villains Land is I understand a lot of Disney it's a lot of companies like do shit because shit got popular on the internet. So like this Villains Land is based entirely on those viral TikTok clips of the villains during the villains party during
Mm,
Halloween.
mm.
And I just don't know that if you do this year round, I think it might lose some of its majesty. I don't know. It depends on the villains, I
I don't
guess.
know.
If you
But
do some villains that you've never done before, like really get out there, like I want to see an Yzma. Like give me an Yzma. Make her scare beyond all reason.
Yzma's gonna be there.
Is she gonna be there? Are they
She's
doing an
gonna be
Yzma?
she's gonna be walk around character, I think.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be Chernabog,
Really?
which I don't think he's gonna be walk around. I don't know what they're gonna do with that.
That's
Hook,
wild.
they're gonna be Captain Hook, Hades, Ursula,
How on earth would you do
Eva.
Chernabog?
I don't
Why?
know.
He doesn't talk. He's really from one segment from a very bad movie. Clip that. Clip that. Fantasia's a bad movie. You were there. You were there when I said that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a horrible movie, but it's kind of,
It's ooh. I mean, it's barely a movie.
it's an experience.
Ooh, I like that. That's a good. It's not a movie. It's an experience. No, I surmise if you did one of those like because they have them in Vancouver, that where you go and there's like an orchestra, like a live orchestra, and they're playing along to the movie.
Yeah.
Now, if you did that. Like I imagine because I know that they did Fantasia. They did a lot of road shows with
Yeah.
Fantasia. I imagine if you watched it on a road show and it had an actual orchestra,
Yeah.
it might be an experience worth experiencing on a big, big,
Mhm.
big like on IMAX level screen, and you update the visuals. It might be worth watching. At home
Yeah.
on my television, not worth watching. Very bad movie.
Mhm. So then I guess I guess Disney says the land will feature villains from across Disney history, which I've mentioned.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm nervous. I'm nervous that it
Maleficent.
might get old.
Okay, here's the thing too. Uh, Speaking of like the characters that are gonna be there, they're gonna do the evil queen, but they're
Yeah,
also going to do her hag.
really?
Yeah,
Okay, okay,
but
okay.
her as the old hag.
They should do at noon. They should do a show where she turns into the hag. That'd be very fun. That'd be
Yeah.
fun. That'd be very fun.
And same with Maleficent. It's gonna be Maleficent, but then the dragon,
Oh, interesting.
I think. Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm like, no, all right.
All right.
Um, so yeah, uh, Disney says that the line will feature Disney films throughout history, and then there are going to be two main or major attractions, two of them. One is the Maleficent themed coaster. It's a Maleficent themed roller coaster.
All right.
And then an attraction involving the magic mirror.
Interesting.
And then
Interesting.
I heard something about like a Ursula Dark ride or something.
Hmm.
Like it's like a water ride or something.
Oh, that's pretty fun. I like
Yeah.
that. That's fun. That's neat.
And then the overall concept is much darker than the much darker than typical Magic Kingdom lands.
Interesting.
This is particularly interesting because it gives villains their own permanent home rather than simply featuring them in seasonal entertainment.
Yeah, I just think it's gonna be too much.
I don't agree. I feel like they need. I would like to see the villains more.
yeah, but then they lose I don't know. It feels like they'll lose their specialness if they're. I would love to be proven wrong.
I identify more with the villains, so
That is valid. Valid.
it's sad. Like you know that meme where like where it said like I always thought when I grew up I was gonna be like the Disney princesses. N Now I'm in my 20s and 30s, and now I can identify with the villains.
Maybe Ursula had a point. I really would like to rake him across the coals.
Ursula had a point to, and I feel like she was justified taking Ariel's voice.
Yeah, yeah, she wasn't using it.
She wasn't using it. Plus, I think she got annoyed with her singing all the time.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Um, Update number two. Monstropolis in Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, so is this thing is in Florida still, right?
Yep, this is in Florida
Obviously.
still.
So I'm guessing this is what's taking place of the Muppets. This is going to be, which like
Yeah.
I mean in California that makes sense because yeah, there's that Monstropolis ride in the back that's very popular, so it does make a certain
Mhm.
level of sense. Um, Also, like, yeah, it's interesting that they're going Monsters Inc. because I guess they have the show. Like some of these make sense because they align with where the movies are going.
Yeah.
But Monsters Inc. is surprising because they're not really doing much with that franchise.
It's not gonna be just an air. It's gonna be like Hollywood Studios is getting like a full on Monsters Inc. land.
Yeah, yeah, that's what. Yeah, there's gonna be restaurants and
Yeah.
Scare Emporium, an alumni club. Apparently, there's gonna be a brand new Randy Newman song called "Welcome to Monstropolis."
Yep.
Which, like,
Uh
he didn't do the music for the original movie, so that's an odd choice.
yeah.
He's the Toy Story guy, not the Monsters Inc. guy.
Is he is he?
Yeah, yeah, he did You've Got a Friend in Me. And then he did
Oh, that was him? Oh, I'd never even
yeah, and
picked.
then he did I believe he did songs for the second and third one. I know he did songs for the third one. He does the ending
Mm.
credit song on the third one. I don't remember what it's called. It's not
Did
nearly
he
as good.
not touch the fifth one? He
I
did,
think he
was he not like just like now?
I think he might have been involved in the Taylor Swift song.
Oh,
Either
okay.
wrote it or I don't remember.
I don't remember.
But yeah,
Um,
he's the You Got a Friend in Me guy. But he
yeah,
didn't do. At least I don't think he did Monsters Inc. This would be where the comments my chat would correct me.
yeah,
I don't think he did anything
yeah.
because
Please correct us if we're wrong.
there is a song from Monsters Inc. I just don't think he did it, but I could be wrong.
And then the centerpiece is a suspended door coaster inspired by the famous door chase from Monsters
Yes,
Inc.,
that makes
which
sense.
I think is fucking cool.
They've been promising that for like a while. They announced that a couple years ago, and it's allegedly going to be really, in terms of roller coaster technology, be really advanced. So they say, and that makes sense because their current ride is kind of lame. I mean, I love the taxi ride. Although I've never done the laugh floor. I hear the laugh floor is really cool.
Oh yeah, I loved the laugh floor.
Yeah, the laugh floor is kind of
Um,
a lot of fun.
well, actually going back to Villain real quick, did you see them say like, "Oh, and we finally have a name for Villain's Land, and Villain's Land is going to be called," and they paused, Villain's Land, and I'm like, "You
That's
made that
exciting.
announcement?"
That's exciting. An exciting name.
But it's like we already know it's called what?
I mean, yeah. I kind of maybe thought you were going for something there, but no, okay, that's fine. That's fair. That's valid.
It's fine.
That's fair.
And the land, so Monstropolis will include Glob Theater, Harryhausen's Restaurant, Archie's
Yeah.
Scare Pig Pizza, which is what?
I'm guessing a
Who
pizzeria,
is
pizza shop.
Archie? Am I
Um,
missing something?
no. They're clearly scraping the either he's an original character that they've created, or they're really scraping the bottom of the Monster Inc. character barrel. Or he's maybe a character from that show.
Yeah. Scare Emporium, and then Monsters University Alumni Club,
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
which I don't know what either of those are gonna be.
No, me neither. Me neither.
Uh, did Disney also announced a brand new Randy Newman song called "Welcome to Monstropolis," like we said.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear it. Can't believe I'd
Yeah.
never even realized that he did Toy Story.
He is the Toy Story guy, yeah. Yeah.
And that land is scheduled to open also in 2027.
Interesting.
Now to my favorite thing ever. Figment and the Dream Finder return.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's an audience out there. I guess it just must have to be in a certain age group because like my age, Figment is lame. He's so lame. He's so decidedly uncool. I think it's because Disney wants to push that character so hard. They've
Yeah.
tried to launch him multiple times, and each time is a increasingly hilarious and stunning failure. Like they've never like I there's they did a character meet and greet like I think last year or the year before that, and nobody showed up to it because nobody likes Figment.
Mm,
Except for apparently you. You're
I
the
love
one
Figment. He's
person.
so cute. He's so cute. Um, so Journey into Imagination, which is Figment's ride, is getting a complete reimagining, which means and that reimagining includes Dreamfinder is coming back. So they're gonna add Dreamfinder to the ride, but then it's also gonna have a character called the Dreamfinder, and he's gonna hold a little animatronic figment.
All right then. All of those words meant nothing to me.
You're like, ah.
All of those words in that combination meant very little to me. It's funny. It's funny that your outline refers it as the biggest nostalgia announcements for the entire event. No, I'm sorry, it's not.
To me, it
Respectfully,
is.
ChatGPT, I disagree.
To me, it is. To a lot of people, it is. People love Figment.
I mean, I don't know. This is gonna turn to a short. I'm gonna get slammed for it, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But
Yeah.
if I said to Jordan, do you like Figment? He'd say large. I guarantee he'd say the largely the same thing. Either he wouldn't know what Figment was, or which kind of makes my point in and of itself. And or he'd be like, "That's lame. He's lame." I think it's because I just love Mickey Mouse, and he
Yeah.
Disney so hard tried to make him replace Mickey Mouse, and it was like Mean Girls. They stopped trying to make Fetch happen. Fetch is never gonna happen.
Um, Disney essentially bringing back one of the most beloved pieces of classic Epcot while updating the attraction for modern audiences.
Maybe I guess maybe people have gone to Epcot.
Yeah.
I grew up on Disneyland, so I have no nostalgia, no warm fuzzy feelings
Oh,
for Epcot.
oh. I like Epcot. I did drinking around the world in October for my birthday a couple
I,
years
I,
ago.
I would like to go, but unfortunately, there's no way. Even if I could afford to fly across the country to Florida, which would be exceedingly expensive,
Mm,
$290 a day, that's like an entire paycheck for me. Most of an entire paycheck for me. That's like
yeah.
a rent payment. Like, do you want a roof
Um,
over your house, or do you want to go to the most magical place on earth? Um, Tough.
I pick I pick,
The
the
roof?
the more fun one.
Oh God, no!
You
It's
can
no.
you can always get a new house. You can't
And
make
then
new memories.
in an adult world, yeah, you gotta pay that rent.
Uh, and then we're gonna go to Animal Kingdom, but also I guess you don't because Disneyland doesn't have Animal Kingdom, but
No, not even
it,
remotely.
I don't think.
I've never liked Animal Kingdom just as a concept.
Yeah,
Their animal treatment is sketchy at best. Like I don't like zoos generally. I don't like zoos as entertainment, especially. Um, so like it's always weirded me out where it's like here's lions and animals and tigers alongside Avatar. It makes me feel weird. But like I do know about Expedition Everest. Like I know that it's
yeah,
basically your guys' equivalent to the Matterhorn,
yeah.
basically.
Matter, and I think both have the Yeti, right?
Very famously, yes, both have a
Yeah.
Yeti.
So our Yeti's coming back.
I saw that.
Um,
Yeah, everyone's making a big deal about
it's
it. It was
being
really
brought back
funny.
to life, and it's kind of exciting because that thing's been gone for like who knows how long.
Man, Disney has been nailing animatronic technology. Like they've put a lot of money into some really impressively animated, and that was no exception. I've seen the new version. It's like, ooh,
Yeah.
that looks real. That's pretty cool. There were
Uh,
some really cool animatronics they showed off that like you can't get a sense of. Apparently, when you're in the room with them, they're like incredible.
mm,
I'm trying to think of an example, but I can't think of one.
um. Well, like, even like speaking of like
Yeah, this announcement
animatronic,
received a
yeah,
huge reaction at D23. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
yeah,
For
oh
people
yeah.
who went
I
to
saw the
people
video.
Yeah, for people who
People
grew up
screamed.
in Florida, like that, it's like a big. It's yeah, Expedition Everest is like a. It's again, it's up there with the Matterhorn and Space Mountain and
Mm.
Splash Mountain as like iconic things.
Um, but speaking of animatronics, I'm not too thrilled with the voice because okay, so they're changing the Carousel of Progress, which is what we have. I don't know if Disneyland has it or not, but we have the Carousel of
I
Progress.
think they used to, and then they got rid of it.
Yeah. and so they're updating everything, which who cares anymore? I don't even care about that anymore. But the one thing I hate, they're redoing the voices, and you'll never guess who is gonna be one of the voices, the wife's voice. Jamie Lee
I'm
Curtis.
interesting. I was gonna be like, I have no frame of reference for this. So okay, fair enough. You said the wife, and I went, there's a wife. Uh, wait, is the carousel of progress that she wears pants and gets a job?
Yeah. Uh,
Actually, because
no.
because this is the carousel of progress. This ride came out in the 1960s. She puts on pants and gets a job. Wow, honey, that's progress. For the 1960s. This was not
Yeah.
okay back then. This is Florida in the 1960s. It wasn't okay back then.
Okay, so then let's see.
Does Florida not have an Indiana Jones ride?
Oh, we are gonna,
Well, that's
because
the next thing.
we had dinosaur. We had this uh ride called Dinosaur, which closed down like a couple months ago actually, and they're
Oh,
replacing it with Indiana Jones. But I'll get to that for a second. I'm just gonna read you what they said about Carousel of Progress real quick. So the new opening is gonna be an audio animatronic figure of Walt Disney added in scene inspired by the 1964 World's Fair.
oh, is that the weird, creepy animatronic?
Yeah, yep. They're doing
Oh,
that. They're
okay.
bringing it here.
The one that looks oh, okay, the one that looks kind of real but not really. That one.
Yeah,
That one was pretty cool. That one, like again, their animatronic technology has kind of gotten pretty good. Like
yeah.
they've done a pretty decent job. Like it looks like a person.
Scenes shifted to the summer of 1969, the moon landing. Halloween 1985.
What is this?
I don't know. New Year's 1999 and a futuristic finale.
The thing is, I have no frame. What is the carousel of progress? Is
Okay,
it
so it starts off with like the first in the 60s.
right?
And then it goes through like 10 years at a time.
Like you're in a car, in a boat. Like what?
No.
What is
No,
it?
you're
Like is
sitting
it
in a seat and like you're moving around.
like the seat moves?
like 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 um like the whole panel like there's like six rows of seats and like the whole panel moves and as it switches to the scene.
Oh, this sounds incredibly lame.
Yeah. I mean, I s- a lot of people fall asleep in it because
Yeah, I know. It sounds like the
they
kind of ride you go on to get out of the heat, and the line is short because it's the
that's what
carousel
it
of
is.
progress.
That's exactly what it is.
That's what
People
it
have
sounds
said
like.
that.
It's like
People
it reminds me of the train at Disneyland where you get on the train and you have to suffer through the friggin' dinosaur thing like for the 100th time, but it's air
yeah.
conditioned. So you're like, okay, I'll deal with this. And I don't want to walk. I want to get off my feet for like 15 minutes and watch this lame train ride.
So
But it's
yeah.
still fun because you're in Disneyland.
So we're gonna see the moon landing, and then Halloween in 1985, and then New Year's in 1999,
But I
and
don't
then probably like 2026 or something. I don't know. But then the new voice cast is Bryan Cranston
really.
and Jamie Lee Curtis as the father and mother.
All right then. I don't. This doesn't really sound all that appealing to me.
No, the classic theme song. There's a great big beautiful. Okay, so that's
Oh,
the
it's a
good thing.
great big beautiful tom Is that where that's from?
Yeah, yeah. That
Oh,
was Walt's favorite song too.
I'm pretty sure they sing that. That sure sounds like that. I think that's the Carousel of Progress must have been a thing that was part of Tomorrowland in
Yeah,
Disneyland.
yes, it was. Yes,
Yeah, okay.
yes, it was.
Because like it's a great, bright, beautiful tomorrow. Tom, or do you guys have a version of Innoventions? I guess you would because you have the Magic Kingdom, I assume.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, that's the thing that Tom Oro sings. He sings, "It's a great, white, beautiful tomorrow." That was a big thing that was disappointing about Tomorrowland was it didn't have Tom Oro. He's an
yeah.
iconic character.
Cause, cause like I get it's a it's a big beautiful tomorrow stuck in my head all the time.
Yeah. I know that's
Um,
next.
like and I know this song because I know that Walt said that this was his favorite song.
It makes sense. It's in two attractions in two different parts of the country.
Yeah,
That's
and he loved working on it with them.
that lines up. No, Tomorrowland is funny because as it became Tomorrow, all of the stuff that park did got slowly whittled away.
Yeah.
Like the People Mover, all that stuff, all got cut out.
Okay, Indiana Jones. Since
Yeah, I
you
just,
saw it.
I was surprised you got. So I'm curious as to how close it is going to be to the California one because the California one they recently updated.
Apparently, it's not. It's
Recently,
not
actually.
gonna be exactly like the care.
But is it
Apparently,
gonna
it's
do
gonna.
the whole like you run away from the boulder stuff that the classic Indiana Jones ride?
I
Everyone
mean,
knows that moment.
we're probably gonna do that.
I remember that the California one's fun because the first I went on it once, it was like, oh, this is all right, and then I went on it uh, several years later, and it was like every movement was like like jacked up, and it was
Yeah.
way more animated, and
hmm
I that's one of my favorites.
I
I love
have a
it.
confession to make. I've never seen Indiana Jones.
Hmm. I don't know that it would be for you. I don't
Oh
know,
no,
but
I've seen the first one like when I was a child, but that's about
oh.
it.
That's kind of the only good one. Jordan always says they're of relative quality. They're all relatively the same movie, which is true they are. But
And
that's a pretty good one.
and the
That movie is basically the cinematic equivalent to a theme park show, a theme
yeah,
park stunt show.
I mean, does the theme park stunt show count as me seeing Indiana Jones? Because that's actually
Pretty
actually
pretty well.
I think that's the only thing I've
Honestly,
seen.
if you've been on the ride, that's pretty much the movie in a nutshell. I
Yeah.
mean, there's a bit more to it than that, but it's not much.
So Animal Kingdom is getting a new Indiana Jones attraction. The title, Indiana Jones and the Myth of the Jade Serpent.
Pretty neat.
I don't know what your guys' is titled.
I don't remember. Just it was
Okay.
just I think it was Indiana Jones and the Hidden Temple, I think.
Yeah, I think. So I'd say so that right there makes me think it's gonna be different.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I imagine the story will be different, but
Yeah.
like, I'm just curious as to if it's going to be like you get into a Jeep and the Jeep drives around
Oh
the and
yeah. Yeah, it is.
yeah, it just kind of sounds like they're finally just giving you guys an Indiana Jones ride. Which, hey, fair enough. I was surprised you didn't have one already.
I know.
Interesting. That's going into
It'll
Animal
be
Kingdom.
better than Dinosaur. Dinosaur was scary as hell. I hated that. I
Was
was
that based on the movie Dinosaur?
yeah.
Really? They had a
Yeah.
ride.
Where
No
where
wonder they're
they
replacing it.
where you had to find your dino, where there's like a voice that says, "We gotta find
Oh no, that doesn't
a
sound like it's based on
dino,"
the movie.
and I'm like, okay, and
Doesn't sound like it's based on the movie.
that Jeep thing almost threw me out like several times, and I'm like, oh my God, I hate this.
Oh, it was a Jeep. That makes a lot of sense.
Yep, and I'm like, kill me now. So, and I guess this one takes guests into an ancient Maya temple.
Mayan Temple? Oh,
Yep.
interesting.
Harrison Ford's likeness will be used for the attraction.
I mean, that makes sense. He's Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Which I can't believe, I don't know if this is true or not, but did he say that he's retiring
Probably, but
after this?
No one in Hollywood ever truly retires.
Okay. Because
All it takes is the correct amount of money.
because I thought I saw somewhere that said that he's like retiring from acting or something.
I mean, he probably said he was, but that never means anything.
Yeah. I've known lots of people that said that and just never did.
Especially in Hollywood. It pays way too much money. Or you'll be a couple of years removed from it, and you'll need money. It happens. Jim Carrey was like, I retired, and look, he's gonna do a Jetsons movie.
Um, and then this is replacing the current Dino Land area attraction footprint as Disney continues transforming that area. Because we had a place called Dino Land. It had like amusement park rides and like it was kind of like an amusement park inside of
Huh.
an amusement park. Like
Hmm.
they had like booths
Oh
like
no, this does sound familiar. This does sound familiar. Yes, I seem to recall hearing it was terrible.
yeah, it was. Because like you know how like in a fair you have like those like booths that have games.
Yeah.
They had booths with games that and
Yeah.
I'm
No,
like
this absolutely does sound familiar. Yes, I watched the Jenny Nicholson video about it. She said it was awful.
it was like a weird version of Coney Island, but less fun.
Fair enough. And probably twice as expensive.
And I'm not sorry to say that.
No.
Yes,
Right, I guess.
I can't
Disney.
believe I can't believe that I said that though. It's the less fun version of Coney Island.
Probably twice as expensive.
Okay, now we're getting into Disneyland.
Oh, okay. So this is
Yes,
Disneyland. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Coco ride.
Yeah, interesting.
Disneyland is getting its first ever Coco attraction.
Where is
Which
it going?
which why? Uh,
Because Coco is good?
I
Or where's it go?
disagree.
Where's it go? Well, how could you say that? You said you've never seen it.
I've seen bits and pieces of it.
That
Like
doesn't count.
when I
Yeah.
that's what I said. I said it was like because I like to watch movies when I do an MRI. So it kind of helps me relax. So I was watching Coco and it was like right in the middle of it. So I was like, I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, well, I mean that also doesn't help. You gotta watch it from the beginning.
So
Kind of a
that made me
weird.
hate it because I was like,
I watched it from the from the middle, and I didn't watch all of it. Well, yeah, okay, you gotta watch all of it before you say it's a before you could identify an opinion. Of course, if you come into any movie midway, you're not gonna know what's going on. I mean, that one's pretty simple. It's about a boy who goes to the land of the dead because he thinks it, because his family doesn't support his musical career, and
yeah.
he thinks his grandpa is the bad guy. Twist, that's a spoiler. And
Oh, speaking of him, uh, wait, what's the villain?
Ernesto de la
Ernesto?
Cruz.
He's coming back to Disneyland.
Yeah, he was quite a popular character. It'll be interesting. They should have him walk around. They should
Yeah,
get that was an impressive effect.
yeah,
His makeup is impressive.
it is.
It looks like the character leapt right from the movie. The funniest
Um,
comment I saw, this jumps ahead quite a bit, but for Coco too. Funniest comment I saw was someone being like, "How is he coming back for the second one? Didn't he die in the first one? He's already dead. Can't die twice." And nobody forgot who he was, so he can't die twice. No, I'm just curious where it's going.
um,
Where the Coco ride is going.
yeah, me too.
There isn't a ton of space in that park, so
Mm-mm.
it has to kick something out, and it's not kicking out Avengers Campus. Maybe it's gonna go in Cars Land because that's technically Pixar.
That's the only place I can think of. But what I was gonna say about him was he's also gonna be back for your guys's version of the Oogie Boogie Bash.
Ah, that makes sense. That's where he
Oh,
was the first time.
yeah. Oh wait, no. Your guys' Oogie Boogie Bash, your version of our Mickey's Not So Scary.
No, California also has Mickey's Not So Scary.
Yeah. But isn't it called Oogie Boogie Bash?
That is a segment of it. But
Okay.
yeah, I remember that because the last time I went, they were just at the point where they were selling for it at like the end of September.
Yeah. We're selling for it for ours now, too.
That makes sense because it's super popular,
So I guess,
especially since all the clips went viral on the internet. Super
yeah.
popular.
Um, so I guess this ride is gonna be a boat ride. Guests
Interesting.
and guests are gonna travel into the land of the dead.
That makes me wonder if it's replacing Pirates
That
because
that that makes sense.
Pirates is a boat ride, B it's a dark ride, and C there's a bit where you do a drop, and at least in the
Yeah,
California one, you do a drop and you go through dates. So that yeah, it's very
yeah.
obviously
I
gonna replace
literally
Pirates.
almost thought you were gonna say, and see, it sucks.
No, Pirates is a great ride.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was about to throw hands.
it's a little slow in the middle. It's got like
Yeah.
one drop. It could do with one more drop, but
I was about to
uh
throw hands.
it's no, that's fun. It's the only thing I could think of. It's the only boat ride that isn't Splash Mountain, unless they're gonna get rid of Tiana Splash Mountain and retheme that already. But like
Seriously.
Pirates is getting old. A lot of the animatronics don't really work so well anymore. So like and it's very easy to convert pirate skeletons to Coco skeletons. So it just makes sense. But I have no idea where Avengers Campus is. Oh
Yeah.
no, that's in California Adventure.
Yeah, that is.
It replaced A Bug's Life.
Speaking of like Tiana's ride though, can we please just get rid of Tiana's Bayou Adventure, please? Because you took something and made it worse.
You want to bring back racist animals from the very racist movie?
I mean, I've never seen Song of the South, but
I have.
no, that's a lie. I have.
I have seen it. It's quite racist.
I mean,
Or the
yeah,
bit where I want a bit where they dance around the tar baby. Want that?
but
Want to bring that back?
but it but
No.
it
Also,
has good
no,
music.
no 5. Yeah, it's got 2 songs that people know, and that's only because of Splash Mountain. If you went to a 6-year-old today, you went, what would you prefer, Tiana or the racist bunny movie? They'd say Tiana. It's not
Well, yeah,
for us. It's not
if you're
for us.
gonna
It's for them.
if you're gonna call it if you're gonna call it the racist bunny movie, of course
It
they're gonna
is
pick Tiana.
the racist bunny.
Well, don't
There's
tell
what
a 6-year-old that.
when I was 12. When I was 12, no, if I showed them characters and I gave them no context for what that character was, they'd have no clue because no child alive today has seen Song of the South. I'll never forget one of the first times I went to Disneyland. One of the times I went to Disneyland. I don't remember if it was the first or the second time. I've been to Disneyland 3 times. I can't remember if it's
Hmm.
but they had Briar Bear walking around. No kid knew who he was, and that was in
Yeah.
like 2001. So like in 2026, no kid knows who Briar Rabbit. If I went, what would you prefer, Briar Rabbit or Briar Bear or Tiana? They'd be like, who's Briar Rabbit and Briar Bear? I'm like, oh, I can't show you the movie they're from. Sorry,
Well,
kids.
here's the thing though. It's like, okay, I love Tiana. I do. I love her. I love her character. I
I've heard
just
it's a
don't.
buggy
I
ass ride. I've
I
heard it
just
that
yeah, it is.
allegedly it breaks down a lot.
It breaks down a ton.
Because
Um,
they've got that's what it was. The Tiana animatronics for it though are incredible. Like
yeah.
they're so believable looking. It looks
I
just like the movie. It's kind of incredible.
Here's the thing though. I love Tiana. She's my favorite princess. Like, well, one of my favorite princesses. And I love her. I love her character. I love her story arc. I just don't like her movie.
To be fair, the version of Splash Mountain that you guys have is a hell of a lot newer than the version we have. Like the
Mm,
version we have has the Sing for America animatronics that are dressed up to look like they're from Song of the South when they're not, and they were like falling apart and like they were decrepit. Half of the Song of the South animatronics were from like a random attraction from like this random theme park that they had to bring in and refurbish. Like they looked like shit. Like it was a decrepit ride that
yeah.
people only rode because of nostalgia. And yeah, no, the
I
only reason why it needed to be rethemed in like the 90s. Like when
yeah.
I went, it was old.
Like well, here's the thing. I'd never even seen Song of the South, and I never even rode Splash Mountain. So it's kind of hard to be upset about over something I never really did.
I would people got weirdly upset about it, and it was like yeah, no, it was old when I was young. Like it was no, and the people my age barely know what Song of the South is. The only reason why I know what Song of the South is because I grew up on Disney sing-along songs, and
Yeah,
one of the tapes had Zippity Doo Dah on it, and I've
yeah,
been to Disneyland. Otherwise, no one's seen Song of the South
yeah.
because you can't. It's impossible. I think
Well,
when I was a kid, there was a bootleg that they rented at a video store that was near my house. But
is it still on Disney Plus?
no, it's never been on Disney Plus.
No. So
No.
they said nope.
Disney would prefer that we don't talk about it anymore.
Disney said no, no, thank you.
No, Disney, no. Walt Disney loved this movie. He loved it. He was very
No,
proud of it.
yeah,
But
yeah,
the Disney Corporation is like, no, stop talking about it now, please.
yeah.
Moving on.
No, no, that's what I mean. It's like, oh, and Disney's like, okay, bye.
Yeah. What? Your
Uh,
video's blocked because you talked about the racist rabbit movie?
um, getting back to Coco
Yeah,
and
the Coco
off this train of like, I'm gonna get in so much
Coco
trouble.
ride. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
the Coco ride is definitely they're gonna retheme. If they didn't say that they're retheming Pirates of the but again, Pirates of the Caribbean is a very popular ride, so I don't know. And Coco isn't nearly as popular as Pirates of the but I I I I think they want to move away from the Pirates franchise because Johnny Depp sucks.
yeah.
So
I mean,
I believe that I could believe that they want to retheme it. They've tried like four different scripts of a Johnny Depp-less Pirates of the Caribbean, and they haven't made a
Yeah.
single one. So I don't see it happening anytime soon.
So
He
like
made that. Did you see the trailer? Just as a real quick aside, did you see the trailer for that really embarrassingly terrible looking Scrooge movie that he's in?
no, I seen it.
Oh,
I'm excited for it.
really? It looks so bad. It looks absolutely terrible. As a person
No, it
who likes
doesn't.
Christmas Carol,
Um,
like what if Johnny Depp did
no.
a weird character? It looks really absolutely embarrassing. Like, why are you doing this, Johnny Depp?
He voiced like uh,
So it's
I would
the
have
move of
loved
a
to I would have loved to see Jim Carrey yeah, Jim Carrey be in that movie.
the Jim Carrey Scrooge movie.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
movie's actually good. This looks
Like,
yeah.
but no,
It's
instead of it being Johnny Depp in that
I
it could
mean
have went to Jim Carrey and he could
it's
have
it's an Ebenezer Scrooge prequel movie. It makes
yeah.
no sense. You know what the prequel to Ebenezer Scrooge is? A Christmas Carol. It's very weird. It's very strange. Yeah, it's the move of a man whose career is. It's not quite as embarrassing as Jonathan Majors, but it's the move of a man whose career is on the downswing for sure. When the trail, it's like, guess who's back doing a weird wacko character? You're like, oh,
No. Uh, so Coco. Now sorry for the tangents, people, but this is how podcasting works. Sorry, not sorry.
I mean, it is.
Uh, Guests travel into the land of the dead,
Yeah,
and the story takes place after the events of the original movie.
that makes sense.
Which again, it's like if he's gonna be in the if the villain is gonna be
I would not count the plot of a theme park ride too much towards the overall plot of any movie.
yeah.
Just I wouldn't be like, when you're watching Coco too, I wouldn't be like, man, it's weird that I didn't ride that Disneyland ride. The plot of this movie now doesn't make any sense. It's weird that they set up No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Because like you said, didn't the villain die? So it's like if he's gonna
I
be
can't
in
remember.
Coco 2, doesn't make sense.
I think he falls off a cliff or something. But I honestly don't remember. It's been a minute since I've seen it.
So
Probably will
wouldn't
rewatch it
he
at a
like
point.
not exist anymore if he fell off something and then
So long as somebody remembers him, it's kind of the plot of that movie. So if
oh.
someone remembers him, then he will stay around. Someone forgets you, then you die the permadeath, which inevitably happens. It's part of life or death, as the case may be.
And I guess Miguel is gonna be part of the adventure in
Yeah,
this new ride, well, of course, because
don't be
it's called
surprised.
Coco.
Uh,
It's
Coco's
called
not the Coco's not the name of the main character. Name of the main character is Miguel.
yeah,
Coco's the name of the grandma.
yeah. Which, by the way, if it's called Coco, why isn't Coco gonna be in it?
Because she technically died at the end of the last one. She was
Oh
old.
yeah, true,
The whole the
true.
whole the whole plot of the plot. Actually, I don't know if she dies at the end of the last one. She's about to die,
Yeah,
but it's about how she's like the last one who remembers the great grand or the grandpa or whatever, and so they
yeah,
have to make her remember. And then I'm pretty sure she dies at the end of it.
yeah,
She's going to be in Coco too,
yeah. Because I think he goes back to the land of the dead and then
for
sees
some
her.
reason. Yes,
Yeah, and
cannot
then
remember. So something. So yeah, in one of the concept art, they show teenage Miguel, who is teenage because we'll get there.
yeah, we'll get into it in a second. So so Miguel's gonna be part of the adventure, which it's particularly interesting because Disney is also developing Coco 2. So the
Mhm.
franchise is expanding simultaneously in both movies and parks.
It's probably the reason why they said it takes place after the first movie is because it's probably going to have teenage Miguel,
Yeah.
which is their way of allowing the kid who played Miguel in the first one to come back and play him in the second one without being like, how come he aged?
Yeah. Adventures Campus. That Disneyland's Adventures Campus is getting a massive expansion.
I mean, it always is. I believe technically it's in Disney California Adventure.
Yeah.
I think it replaced. I'm pretty sure it replaced A Bug's Life Land
Yeah.
and the weird A Bug's Life show, which did you in the bum?
I'll say this, but Bug Lane looked kind of weird.
It was very strange. It scared the absolute piss out of me when I was a kid. When I went to it for the first time when I was 12, it was very scary.
I believe it.
But there's a bit at the end where they're like, I call it the show that goes up your bum because there's a bit at the end where they're like, okay, everyone, file out single file and make sure you let all the little people out. And there's a mechanism in the back which simulates the feeling of bugs crawling underneath your ass. It goes right up your bum.
are you talking about the It's a Bug's Life show?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
show? I like that show,
Yeah,
actually.
it doesn't exist anymore.
I know,
It's a
nope.
shame.
I can't remember what's taking over it
In Cali, Avengers Campus took over it in
yeah,
California.
but for us, I still not sure what it's taking over. So,
Probably also Avengers Campus if I had to guess.
oh.
Because I know that Avengers Campus, it started off in California, and I think it's going out to Florida if it hasn't already.
So I guess in Disneyland's Adventures Campus, the expansion will approximately double the size of its existing campus.
I mean, yeah, it's a massively successful area.
Yeah, Avengers Infinity Defense is part of the expansion.
That's the new ride, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That, I mean, there's some, look, I like the idea, right? But it's one of those, what the fuck is this doing in a theme park ride? Like, it's like the idea of the Avengers come back to fight King Thanos sounds sick. But then you see the footage of it, and it's Robert Downey Jr. reprising Iron Man. And canonically, apparently Avengers Campus takes place in an alternate timeline where concurrent with the regular MCU timeline, where it's what if Thanos didn't like do the snap?
Yeah.
And there's no blip, none of that, and it's just everything is all hunky dory. And like it's really cool because I've seen some clips from that, like they've had clips from that universe on like the cruises and stuff where like you actually get to see the what's his face's Avengers. Like there's one where it's like him and Miss Marvel team up, and it's actually kind of sick. But yeah, it sounds like it's another one of those like the Avengers Campus loves the have you ever been on Toy Story Mania?
Yes.
It's one of those where it's they have one right now currently where you put on like spider webs. It's like little spider bots and you go around and
you like shoot.
yeah. That's what this is gonna be. This is gonna be another one of those light gun kind of games where you're shooting, you're fighting King Thanos and you're shooting at him and it's barely a ride.
Well, and here's the thing though, it's like and then there's like Stark Fight Lab, which is going to be another attraction, which Robert Downey Jr., Anthony Mackie, and Brie Larson are involved with.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
I don't. It's hard to love this stuff because it's locked behind. You're like, oh, this sounds cool. I'd love to go see. I will say one of my favorite bits about Avengers Campus is how fluid it is. Like I love how like on Friday, Ant-Man 3 comes out, and by Saturday, Ant-Man and his daughter are in Disneyland. Like that's cool. That's really cool. I'm a big fan of that. That's really fun.
I thought I
Lore.
saw something about Ant-Man about how like Kevin Hart's gonna be Ant-Man in like a new.
Why on earth would Kevin Hart be Ant-Man?
I don't fucking know. I don't
I
believe it.
suspect that that's not true because Paul Rudd is very much Ant-Man.
Yeah, because I was like that does not.
That's a wilder. I think that's a joke based on the fact that he's short.
That's what I thought when I first read it. I was like,
pretty confident it's a joke based on the fact that he's short.
that's what I thought. That was my first impression. I was like, are you just making fun of him being short? Because
I don't even think he's that short. I'm pretty sure he's like 5 foot.
I mean, have you seen him next to the fucking Rock?
The Rock is like 6 foot tall. Pretty sure he's like 6 foot tall. Or close to it. Yeah, sometimes you need a big heart, or what was it? Sometimes you need a little heart and a big Johnson.
Stop wasting your time on manually editing your videos. The secret AI tool will do the work for you. One of the best things about it is that it gives your video the potential to go viral. Visit this page, sign in, create a project by clicking on this button. Choose a video that you want to use. Click on the AI clip button. Wait for the magic. It is scanning through the video and looking for the parts that has the potential to go viral. Instead of editing the video by yourself, it does the work for you. It even generates headline and captions which fit your video. Another surprise is that they generate video description or social post for you to use. Once done, click Export to Post.
What else is happening at Avengers Campus there, Haley?
Both attractions are currently targeting 2028, so not next year, but the year after.
That makes sense.
And this is one of the biggest Marvel investments Disney has announced for a domestic park.
I don't think that's true. The initial Avengers Campus was pretty expensive. I don't think that's true. If anything, that's ChatGPT pulling shit out of its digital ass. I don't think that's true. I would say that its initial investment was probably larger, and then this is just a double downing on that investment.
Well, I think they
A
intended
very popular part of the park.
I think that they intended it to be. I do. I think that they must have intended it to be, but it just didn't land.
What, Avengers Campus?
Yeah, like
Avengers Campus is huge, massive, massively successful. Like to the point, it was one of those. It's massively successful because, and it was a huge boon for the California park because it was the first time that California got something first. Like, it's the same deal with at Universal, the Nintendo Land, because we got it first. It was wildly successful. We never get shipped first on the West Coast. It's kind of one of the things that's frustrating.
Yeah.
So that's my dream, though. I want to go there and I want to meet Spider-Man. I want to meet Tom Holland Spider-Man, and he will be Tom Holland Spider-Man to me.
So I guess the question is that they wrote down for me: is Disneyland becoming the best Marvel destination for Disney parks?
I don't know. That's a good question. No. I don't know. It depends. It would depend on the price point. I mean, if it's cheaper, then yeah. Because to me, it depends. Like if you're on the East Coast, then no. You got to fly across the country. If you're on the West Coast, then yes, because it's so much more expensive to fly to Florida.
Here's what
Plus, it's just cheaper to stay in Florida.
Speaking of that, and also that because Universal a year or two ago got rid of the Simpsons, so they don't meet, so they're not characters at Universal anymore.
I can't remember who they replaced them with.
But you know where they're going? They're thinking about putting them in Magic Kingdom.
I can see that. That makes sense.
That just makes sense to me.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. They full bore them being in Universal stopped making sense when the mouse bought them. The mouse bought them decades ago.
But they're not Disney characters. They're only
Disney very much owns them. They've made it exceptionally clear that Disney owns them. Like there's a commercial where Homer turns to Bart and says, "Put on the hat," and Bart's like, "I don't wanna," and Homer's like, "Put on the hat." And he puts on the goofy hat. No, they very much are owned by it going into Florida. That makes sense. Everything goes to Florida, so it doesn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if Florida got its own version of the Simpsons ride. But yeah, they've had Disney Plus specials for like years at this point. So no, yeah, but Universal had the theme park rights, right?
Yeah.
And I'm guessing they must have either lost them or because I do know you're right that they replaced the Simpsons ride with something. But to be fair, the Simpsons ride replaced the Back to the Future ride. So
yeah, because I also read somewhere that the Simpsons is going to end in like 2040.
2040?
Yeah.
I mean, in the sense that maybe if one or more of the cast members dies, perhaps, but no.
Like 2040 is going to be their last season ever.
The showrunner has basically been like, we're going to do this till we all die. So he said, I wouldn't expect a series finale anytime soon. So,
yeah.
But then again, 2040, half the cast will be dead. But then again, they might just do it with AI. So who knows?
All right, now it's time to talk about my least favorite thing ever. Lilo and Stitch 2.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Jordan was like, there's no path forward to redemption for that movie.
Plus,
it's rotten at the root. And I was like, I don't know if I agree with that.
Lilo and Stitch 2 plus Angel.
That's the thing is, I don't know about that, but also I hate Angel. So I hate her at the conception. I dislike her. She exists for one reason, to be Girl Stitch. But like she violates the premise of them being cousins. What? I'm sorry, they're all cousins except for this one that Stitch gets to bang. No, you know they're gonna
It's
de-emphasize.
Disney. No, they don't get to bang.
You know they're gonna de-emphasize. Yeah, this is the South. You know they're gonna de-emphasize the fact that they're gonna de-emphasize the cousin thing so that Stitch can have a love interest, but they're still gonna do all the shit where she twisting with her feminine wiles or whatever, and yeah, no,
You know when Hawaiians say cousin, it doesn't actually mean actual cousin,
no,
right?
but to regular, obviously, but that that people don't make that distinction. No, they made it. I remember that. I remember that on that show where it was no. In Stitch's case, they kind of are because they're all genetically similar to each
Yeah.
other. Um, but
Um,
I've never cared for that character. I didn't care for that character on the show. I don't care for that character now. I'd much rather they bring in like Ruben or even just do Leroy or anything.
mm.
I'm not a fan of Angel.
So, yep, Disney officially announced Lilo and Stitch 2. Angel is being introduced as a major part in the sequel, and production is expected to begin in Hawaii.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And the film is currently scheduled for May 26, 2028.
It's funny this says it's a pretty significant announcement because the original live action Stitch was such a huge success. But I mean, it's
I was gonna
not.
say it's pretty insignificant.
It's not. It's surprising that they're making it, given that Moana bombed historically badly. It's a
It's so
weird,
insignificant that I don't
but
even care anymore
but
about it.
like but like the thing about it is this is the Disney fucking live action remake yo-yo effect of like one bombs, one succeeds, one bombs, one succeeds, and they just keep doing them over and over again because at their lowest they clearly make enough to make money, which is just so frustrating. So like I hate it in that regard,
Yeah.
but if it has the potential to have an original story, then at least it's doing something different. Like I
See,
haven't seen the Lion King 2, but at least it's an original story.
it, I mean, it did do good at the box office. It did way better than Snow White, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but that's because Snow White was attempting to be different, and that's not. It's so frustrating. Those movies are only have the remotest potential to be good when they
Yeah.
do something original and different
Yeah.
in terms of like being a good movie.
Yeah.
But they only make money when they're just the thing you've seen before, and that's what's so frustrating. And we're not asking like nobody went out and made a different Lilo and Stitch movie that's different and is trying to tell a different story, and it's just an adaptation. They tried to make the
Lilo
same
and
thing.
Stitch told a different story.
That's
They
the same
changed. No, they
same
changed a
basic
lot
story.
of it though. They changed a
Uh,
lot of it though.
Not enough to be interesting. That's kind of the point.
And
And
but
like this will bomb horribly.
yeah.
That's the thing that's surprising about it is it won't make any money because it doesn't look like the thing.
Mm,
Like it doesn't look like it's based off of the second movie that people know. It's
yeah.
an original story. It's the same thing. The Lion King 2 bombed because it was an original story. So it's going to be the same thing here. It's a waste of time, everyone's time and money.
I think the live action Lion King also bombed, if I'm not. I mean, I didn't like it.
I don't know if the first one did. I cannot say. I didn't watch either of those in theaters. The first one's terrible. Jordan says the second one is equally terrible, but is mildly better by lieu of the fact that it's an original story. So at least
Mm,
it's better than the first one by that
yeah.
nature. And that's what'll make the second Lilo and Stitch nominally better. Is
Yeah.
it's like, oh, at least they're trying to tell a new story,
Yeah.
but it won't make any money, and then they'll just go back to remaking fucking Tangled, and that'll be terrible. That
So
Tangled movie is going to be bad. Just to be clear,
no, no,
Catherine Hahn
no,
is
no,
going
no, 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 no.
to be
Well,
bad.
I'll get to that. I'll get to
Not going to be
that.
good. It's
Yes,
not
it
going to be
is.
good.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely
Okay.
not.
No, don't test me, Justin. Do not test me.
Absolutely. The only good, it's going to be a Little Mermaid situation where the
No,
only good thing will be
no,
Catherine Hahn, and the
no.
rest of it will be like, it's just the original movie. Why would I watch this? I can just watch the original movie. It's going to be like, oh,
No,
it's a
no.
slightly less good version of
Stop.
Last I See the Light.
Stop.
All right.
Stop it. Stop it.
All right. Who cares? Like,
So I guess my question about Lilo and Stitch is like, do you think Angel will carry the show, the
God,
sequel
no,
about Stitch becoming
no.
less important, or
Nobody. I mean, there's a segment of the audience who knows who she is, but no. Again, that movie will do terribly because it won't look like it won't. Maybe if they had brought in Sparky and they'd done an adaptation of the first of that second movie, and who's to say they won't? But
yeah,
if it's an original story, no, no, it won't make. The only reason why that first one make the only reason why these movies make money is because stupid parents bring their stupid kids to a
Yeah.
thing that looks like the animated movie. That this won't do that. So it's not. It's again, it will make no money. Zero money.
Um,
No, not zero money, but it will do very poorly. And then the Tangled one will make a boatload of money because it will just look like the original animated movie.
fucking Incredibles 3.
Yeah, the director of
Why?
that movie's a moron. No, he's like, oh, I don't know if aging up the characters would make the movie better. By the way, Jordan's sitting over there. I'm just gonna turn to a Jordan. That's what he said, by the way, Jordan. He said, I don't know that aging up the characters would make the movie better. And as me and Jordan discussed, it would. Because keeping characters stagnant, like it's the second one. I read more into it after me and Jordan talked about it, and it's Bob's gonna have problems with the kids growing up, and he's gonna have problems having with the kids being superheroes, and it's like that was the second one.
I was about to say,
That was the second one.
didn't he do that in the second?
Yes, that is exactly what the second one was about, except for it was about the woman that time. Yeah, it's completely point. Like the more I saw a lot of people say that they really hope that like Pixar, because Pixar is pretty good about this, that Pixar
Yeah.
takes the negative reaction to this as a concept to heart and actually like changes it. Because like this movie needs a time skip. So many people have said this. This universe needs a time skip. They didn't time skip from the second one to the first one. They tried to have it take
Mm.
place immediately afterwards, and it was lesser for it because you were like, wait, why does Helen sound like she's aged 30 years in a day? Because she did. Like she did age 30. Same thing with Bob. You're like, why does he sound like he's 30 years older if they take it pulls you out of the movie immediately and it severely limits your storytelling capabilities when you keep the characters in the same place. You're telling
Mm.
the same story. Like at one point, the rumors for this was that it was going to be about Jack, about like an
Yeah.
older Jack, and they were going to time skip and he was going to be like either a young adult or an adult. And like it was
Yeah.
going to be about him reconciling his powers with his family. And that's 1,000 times more interesting. Even like this, like Violet wants to be a superhero thing would be so much more interesting as if we said this on the spur of the moment, but it would be so much more interesting if it was like, oh, she's about to graduate high school, and I don't know, being a superhero is a metaphor for growing out of adolescence and decide and transition in life, and it actually has something to say, except for like, can the kids be superheroes? Yeah, we know they could be superheroes. We saw 2 movies of them being superheroes. Like they pretty much the last movie kind of devolves to being about them because Helen gets mind controls, and I'm pretty sure Bob gets sidelined for most of the movie. So that movie
Yeah.
is a movie about the kids anyway. Pointless, frustrating.
Um,
I like this universe. It's like I
I
didn't
do.
like the second one. This bums me out even worse.
I do kind of like the fact that they're focusing more on the kids, but
That's what the second one. Again, it's just doing
that
the same shit the
again, it's
second
just
one
doing the
is.
same shit. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just doing
Yeah.
the same shit the second one was. Like, what's the point?
Could be because this even says like Violet and Dash are ready to prove they're capable of being real superheroes. But it's like
Again,
you were doing that this the second video, the
they
second
were
one.
they were doing that in the first movie. So
Yeah.
like, why would Bob all it wouldn't make any it doesn't make any sense. It just it strikes me as this is being badly what this is either been obscured or badly articulated. Like,
And again,
yeah,
again, it says like also says Mr. Incredible is struggling with the idea that his kids are growing into heroes themselves. It's like
we
that
did that.
you did that in the second one, dude.
We did that the last time. We don't need to
Yeah.
do it again. Don't need to do it again.
And but at least a new villain is coming that we don't get Syndrome again or
Yeah, apparently it's a good guy who's a bad guy. Like, who cares? Like, who cares? Who cares? But
um
like the villains have always been consistently the least interesting part. I like Syndrome, but he's kind of the least interesting part of the first movie. So
um
flavor is the same in the second one.
I
Villains
do
is always
love
interesting.
the only character I really truly love in this is Edna Mode. Edna Mode is like so cool.
See, I'm never really my favorite character in The Incredibles is Mr. Incredible. It's always been
See,
Mr. Incredible.
Edna
As I've
Mode
gotten
is me.
older, I like maybe it's like there's a certain parts of me that are like a little old school conservative, but the rewarding people for mediocrity has always been something that is like stuck with me my whole life. Like, I refuse to do it. I will not reward someone for mediocrity.
So then the talking point is, do we actually need another Incredible? No, we don't. We don't need another
Uh,
Incredibles movie.
We needed a
Or
second one, and then the second one wasn't very good. I mean, no, I mean it was all right.
I don't think we need a second one. I didn't think we need a second one.
Oh, I wanted I mean, to be fair, they made a second one. It was a video game called Rise of the Underminer, and it's
Yeah.
honestly kind of good. But like, no, I definitely wanted to go off and see them. That's why I didn't like the second one, because the second one was like, okay, the first one ends like, okay, yeah, we're a big superhero team now. We're gonna fight some bad guys, and then the second one was like, no, we're not. And we're
Yeah.
like, ugh, eh. Yeah, the second one just didn't do anything for me. It was one of those cases of I think it was just maybe too late. But like, yeah, it just did not work for me. Did not. So ultimately, yeah, no, I don't really need a third one.
You know what we need?
Didn't ask for it.
What second one we need? And it's because I enjoy this movie more than I should. Bolt. I want Bolt too.
Yeah, that'd be solid. I'd be down for that. Definitely talk me into that.
Even though it's been like years and years and years, but like, come on.
You'd have to make some changes. There's some people that wouldn't probably come back for that.
You
But
don't think you don't think
God
Miley
no,
Cyrus?
God no. I mean, certainly I don't think she can play a little girl anymore.
No.
You have to play an adult version of Penny, but God no. The only one you have a chance of coming back is John Travolta,
Yeah.
and even then, it's been too long.
You know, I was watching this like like a couple like months and months and months ago. I was watching Bull, and I had just found out that it was John Travolta that was
Yeah,
Bull.
it was.
And then I had just found out that I was like, wait,
Yeah, that was a big deal at the time. It was like Miley Cyrus and John Travolta are teaming up for a movie.
because I saw this movie in theaters, and I never even picked on up on that. And
I
then
yeah,
I
I did
listen,
too.
and then as I'm recently watching Bolt again, I'm hearing it, and I'm like,
Yep.
holy shit.
Oh, he also sings. I think he sings the song with her too at the end.
Yeah,
Pretty sure, or at least he guests on it. Anyway,
yeah. Uh, so Coco 2.
Coco 2,
Coco 2 is officially coming, released in November 2029. So we
not
got
the movie
like,
I want. It's really not.
no.
I wanted Coco 2 to be about an adult Miguel whose son doesn't want to be a musician, and it's about him having to learn to accept his own son. It being a teenage Miguel, again, he's only a teenager because the guy who plays Miguel in real life voice dropped like a
Mhm.
stone, and he no longer sounds anything like young Miguel, and they clearly just wanted to
Yeah.
bring the voice actor back. That's the only reason. And yeah, he'll probably do it. He'll probably play
Yeah.
the character higher. That's the only reason.
So,
And
yeah.
the plot, I don't know what it is, but like it being that it's Ernesto de la Cruz coming back, I'm like, I really like the first one, so like I'm willing to give it a chance, but
Well,
on concept, I'm not all that enthused.
yeah. Well, here's the thing though, is like it even said it's uh like Miguel's now a teenager now. He returns to the land of the dead. Ernesto de la Cruz is back, and Benjamin Bratt is returning as Ernesto. And apparently, Ernesto is seeking revenge.
Yeah, yeah, I don't. Yeah, okay, I don't really.
Isn't that the premise of every single Disney sequel?
Kind of. Yeah, the thing about Coco is it's one of those Pixar's got something to say movies, and it's
Yeah,
just they don't really seem to have anything to say with this. Like a blind
yeah.
revenge is okay. We already know he's evil. What is? Yeah,
And Miguel's ancestors will also be
I
involved,
mean
which
they were in the first one, so that doesn't really it's not really
how
all
but
that.
how involved were they in the first one?
They're kind of a major part of it.
Major part? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're in the first one. Like I surmise that probably Coco will show up, and the all the characters from the first one will show up. The Hector, the Abuela, whatever. Yeah,
So do you think
they're fairly
so
important
how
part.
so how good do you think that he's gonna do like Ernesto is gonna do like in the second one? Is he gonna be received well?
Uh, I don't, I don't, I don't know. I really
Or
don't.
or are people
This
gonna
is
be like,
well, the thing is that Coco 1 is a movie that usually banks on emotion, highly emotional movie. Nobody gives a. I'm cynical today, but nobody gives a shit about the villain. It's not
yeah,
really the point of that movie. Like he really isn't much of a character. He's more of an obstacle for the hero to overcome than he is an actual character in and of himself.
yeah,
Um, so like I mean I guess you could be like, oh, he's pissed that he's starting to. I'm guessing they're gonna do a thing of like his because Miguel exposed his crimes. He's starting to fade because people are forgetting him because he's no longer
Yeah.
popular. It's probably what they're going for. And I just, I'm not. I don't really. Who cares? Like,
I don't really care.
you're right? Nah, nobody cares.
And speaking of don't care, I don't care about Zootopia 3.
Oh, but
I
Zootopia
don't
2 is
care.
so
I
good.
don't care about Zootopia at all.
Oh, yeah, you don't like Zootopia. I forgot about
No.
that. I'm excited for this one. I mean, fair, I really like the honestly what I want from the Zootopia universe. This is one of the only times I will ever say this, but I really do think that show is underserved. That franchise is underserved in terms of merchandising, and I think they should make a show. Like I think they should do like a 100% straight, play it as straight as they possibly can in a G to PG rated setting. They should do Law and Order SVU, but it's Zootopia.
Yeah,
I
but
think that would be a procedural detective show about solving Zootopia crimes would be a great show.
but
Disney,
here's
pay me money, give me money.
but here's the thing. Like, what can be said that hasn't already been said in the first one and the second one?
Oh, let's see that this. I mean, yes, these are movies about saying something, but um, I don't really. I'm not really entire. I mean, it's going to focus, I guess, more on building the relationship between Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde. Um, you could there's stuff you could say about those characters. Um, it's gonna have something to do with to be fair, the second movie isn't really itself. It continues the racial
Mm-hmm.
a class metaphor by being about immigration, um, as opposed to systemic racism, which is what the first one's about. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could do something involving because it's going to be about birds. I'm pretty sure your outline is going the bad guy is going to be a bird in the next one. This one was about lizards. The next one's going to be about birds as they put it.
Birds.
Go into the birds. Um,
And then what? The fourth one's gonna be what about what? Like bears?
I don't know. I do think this show is this universe is underserved by doing a movie. I think it would be better served if it were a show. And yeah, I would
Butterfly.
do again. You could get Jennifer. I mean, me and Jordan have talked about this. Both Jason Bateman and Jennifer Goodwin have slummed it in television, so they have no problem doing television. In fact, they both came. No, not Jason Bateman, but Jennifer Goodwin definitely came up on
Yeah.
television. Um, so I think they should do, yeah, procedural detective cop show where it's about Zootopia crimes. Like you don't have to have anything to say; it could just be about them. It starts off with a character gets robbed or whatever, and it's about solving the mystery of it's about solving the mystery of why that character got robbed. Keep it nice and PG, and you do kind of a parody of Law and Order. I think that would be very funny. And maybe introduce
You know what they should do?
the legal system, the Zootopia legal system. That'd be
You
super
know what they
funny.
should do? They should do a parody of Blue Bloods. I
That'd
want
be
Blue
fun.
Bloods. Or
I
Blue Blood
mean,
or just bring Blue Bloods back actually.
just
Bring Blue Bloods back because I miss it.
bring Blue Bloods back.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I don't know. In terms of Zootopia, I like those movies. I will show up to those movies. I mean, it made a boatload of money, so they're going to be making them to
Sorry.
the end of time. But
Sorry, that had
I don't
nothing to do with D23 or Disney. I just had to say it because
Blue Bloods back. I don't. I tend. I yeah. I like those movies, so
yeah.
I'm stoked on this.
Yeah.
Stoked for
I
this.
at first I was stoked. Like I wasn't as stoked for Frozen 3, but now that I've seen stuff that I've seen at
All right,
D23,
sorry,
and
we're on Disney. We're on Frozen 3 now.
yeah.
Oh, beautiful. I'm really excited for Frozen 3. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie to you. But like my thing with Frozen 3 is its ideas are a movie too late.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Well, here's the thing though, is like I thought like, oh, okay, well, they've already said stuff what they needed to say in Frozen 2. But I said that in
Not really.
but I've said that for Frozen 1. I made the case when they announced Frozen 2. And
Frozen 2 is like half a movie
yeah.
that got spliced and diced
Yeah.
because it was originally gonna have a bad guy
Yeah.
who like did a genocide and then Disney was like, oopsie poopsie, we shouldn't do that. And
Um,
so they cut out the bad guy that did the genocide. So now that movie is like but also, sorry, just real quick, Frozen 2 is amazing.
yeah. Oh yeah, I like Frozen 2.
But all my favorite moments of Frozen 2, like, I honestly think, again, this is another universe that I think would be better suited by a television show because all my favorite parts of Frozen 2 are the parts which make it a
Yeah,
bad movie.
yeah,
Like,
like yeah, I agree. But I would like to make the case though. I said that exact same thing when Frozen 2 was announced. I like, but why? Because they've already said everything in Frozen 1. And then I was pleasantly surprised with Frozen 2. And I liked Frozen 2. So maybe I'll love this one.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Haley. I was really, really, really high when I watched Frozen 3. So like
I mean,
when the
2.
movie stops just just stone cold, so Olaf can play charades,
Yeah.
that is the funniest thing ever. Like the movie comes to just an
Oh, I love that
absolute
bit.
grinding halt. The plot stops cold so that Olaf and them can play charades, and it is the funniest thing.
I
The
love
the
that.
the bit where Lost in the Woods, I was laughing the whole time. I was like, this
That
movie is
Samantha?
hysterical. I
That
don't even know it's Samantha. That's a great segue, Haley. I love the fact that he's gonna get a love. Olaf's getting a love interest named Jessica. That
Samantha. It's gonna be
Samantha,
called
sorry,
Samantha.
Samantha, yes. The love interest is going to be called Samantha.
So
That is amazing. That's funny.
so
Excellent payoff. Love it.
before we even get
Hilarious.
to any of that, so Frozen 3 is coming to theaters in November 24th, 2027.
That's pretty
Anna and
quick.
Kristoff are getting married. So Elsa's back, Olaf is back, Sven is back, Anna and Kristoff,
All
they're
back.
back.
All back.
And there's gonna be a new female villain.
I'm pretty stoked about that. But I do tend to be like, I do think that adding a villain, it's too late to add a villain to this franchise. That's not the point of this franchise. The point about this franchise is dealing with your inner demon. I mean, I guess technically
No,
Hans is the villain of the first one,
I was about to say Hans.
but like this isn't I don't know. There like this is like oh there's a showdown between this super new badass villain and Elsa and Anna and I'm like that's not really what this franchise is. At least I
Um,
don't think it is.
a lot of people are saying that this new villain is their aunt.
Well, that comes from Once Upon a Time. That's where they're taking
Yeah,
that from. I don't think so. I don't think that's what it's
like
gonna be.
it's gonna be like the Snow Queen.
Oh, it's definitely gonna be the Snow Queen, but I don't
Yeah,
think they're gonna do the Snow Queen as their aunt. That's very much a thing from Once Upon a Time.
yeah.
What I suspect, because at one point in Frozen 2, they were gonna give or there was gonna be a love interest for Elsa that was a girl. I suspect because one of the things they said is that the villain is gonna be trying to steal Elsa and Anna's
Mm,
heart. And so I suspect that they're gonna do a reverse, and she's being described as like a reverse Elsa. So
mm.
what I think is gonna happen is there's gonna be a thing of like melting this character's heart, and her and Elsa are gonna do a kiss.
Um,
I will not be surprised when like there's gonna be a moment at the end where like the villain redeems herself or whatever. Like it's gonna be like a reverse Hans where she ends up redeeming herself, or she's gonna
yeah.
be misunderstood in some way, and her and Elsa are gonna do a big kiss.
I don't.
You're
You
gonna get
just
a big
you
old
just
lesbian kiss.
you just want that so bad for some reason.
That's not that I necessarily want or don't want it. It's just a thing that will it was a thing that they were too scared to do in Frozen 2. They're definitely gonna do in Frozen 3.
Um.
Do not be surprised. I will
Uh.
be calling that when I do my Frozen 3 review in a year.
So then Disney showed footage of the new antagonist,
Not really. I've seen the
which,
footage.
yeah. Um.
Not really.
But her identity. Well, they kind of they saw the back. They showed the back of her.
They showed
Like,
her doing a she attacks them with ice magic or whatever. And she
yeah.
goes, "Wah ha
But
ha, I'm evil," and
her
that's kind of it.
her identity hasn't been fully revealed. So
No.
I'm kind of interested to see who's gonna voice her.
That is true.
Yeah.
Hmm. I
And
don't
then
know.
Kristen Bell and Adina at D23 performed a new version of Frozen Heart.
Oh, interesting. I heard that they played a song. I thought that
And
was an.
then,
I know that Josh Gad did the
yep,
love song for
yep,
the new
Josh
snowman.
Gad debuted a new Olaf's first love song
Yeah, yeah.
uh
I didn't listen to either of them because I'm like I want to wait for the movie to come out.
called Ooh Samantha.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, I didn't listen to it. I have no idea. I won't until the movie comes out. I've kind of learned not to do that.
Oh no, I skipped it because I was like, I can't. I'm not listening to
I
it.
don't want to, not until the movie comes out. But that's
Yeah.
funny. I just think the fact that his love interest is named Samantha is funny. That is funny.
What I
Kind
am
of hoping
kind
she's evil and she's a bad girl, and he has to like warm her heart. Like, I just think that'll be funny.
of I'm interested to see like this mysterious villain uh because apparently the mysterious villain is potentially powerful enough to to start challenging Elsa, and I don't
But
know
again, it's
how
not that
that's
kind of
gonna.
franchise. Like, that's the thing. Is like, if there's like a big ass like action sequence where they're like fighting each other, I'm gonna kind of be like, I don't know. This just isn't that kind of franchise. I don't think it is.
Have you seen the you've watched the trailer, right, for it?
Oh, the footage that they yes, that they
Yeah,
showed at D23.
what do you think of the line where Olaf says, "You're a bad husband"?
That's funny.
And we're like, I was like, okay, grab my train, bust my train, and then Sven does it. And he's like, at least somebody does it,
Yeah, that's funny.
and then Olaf goes, "You're a bad husband," or they were doing mouth things.
It is funny.
My those are my two favorite lines so far. Is like, I found them. They were doing mouth things.
They were doing mouth things.
So, um, who do we think? Who do we think the new villain is?
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't even. Pff, I have no idea. I don't.
And do
I
you
think it's just gonna
think?
probably be some girl. I don't think there's gonna be any connection to. Well, I don't know. Who knows?
Well,
I don't imagine there'll be any connection to them. But who knows?
because she apparently has ice powers like Elsa, so she's got to be related.
One would assume, but yeah, I don't know.
I don't
I
know. Can Frozen 3 top the first two then? I don't think so.
the second one barely did.
This like I have like a lot more. Oh my God, so much. I got every single detail of like D23.
That you did.
The new X-Men cast got announced.
Yeah, I don't know who any of these people other than Sadie Sink. I didn't know who any of them were. Um, which
Who's
is good.
Jean Grey though in X-Men?
Do you don't know who Jean Grey is?
No.
Okay. What was the last X-Men thing you watched?
I don't think I've seen X-Men.
Oh, well, she's the redhead.
Yeah. Oh, is she the one in the like with the short red hair and then like the black suit?
Uh, where? From what? From when? From which one?
Uh, I can't remember when it was like
It
in the new not the last
probably.
Avenger movies, but the not the last Avengers movie, but the other.
No, they haven't been in any Avengers movies.
Okay,
They have
okay,
their own movies. Like
okay,
one of them, she's
maybe.
Sophie Turner, and
Yeah,
another one, I don't remember the actress's name.
yeah, okay. Maybe it's something else. I know the name Professor X.
He's the leader, Professor X.
Uh,
I don't know this new actor. I don't know any of them.
do
I
you not
recognize
know
that name.
Adam Driver?
Oh no, I know Adam Driver. He's the one I
Yeah,
did know.
he's
I recognize the name Samara Weaving, but I wouldn't put her to anything.
yeah.
I think she's
So
from Sex Drive. I think she's the girl from Sex Drive.
yeah,
Not Sex Drive. Sex Education. Otherwise, no. But that's good. I don't like overly
yeah,
famous people in my superhero stuff because it tends to be distracting.
yeah.
Adam Driver's Mr. Sinister is interesting. I suspect that means he will die in one movie, but
I don't really care about the Avengers, so I'm gonna skip a bunch of stuff.
I mean that's not
I
really what we do.
I'll say this. I love Sadie Sink, and I'm kind of excited to hear and see about what she does.
It'll be interesting to see where she
Yeah.
takes her Um, where they take that character.
And well, then, but then also it's like I guess they showed new footage from Avengers Doomsday
That
also,
they did. That they did. Yeah.
and Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom.
Yep.
Wait,
Yes, he is.
what?
Yes, he is. That was a thing they announced a couple years ago. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it looks all right if you're a fan of that. It looks all right.
But
It makes
how
me
do you go
nervous.
from how do you go from Iron Man to Doctor Doom?
We don't know. Well, you mean in real life or in the universe? In real
And
life, they went to him with a bunch of money. Well, the version they tell is they went to him with a story that he liked, but um,
well, even in the story though, like how like
they have not said. Allegedly, there is a reason. There is a reason, but
and then Chris Evans is returning.
yes,
Can't remember his character, but
Chris Evans is Captain America.
Captain America. Thank God. I was thinking either Loki or Captain America. I kept thinking,
Loki is Tom Hiddleston.
okay. The movie continues Marvel's huge multiverse storyline, and the footage reportedly includes major X-Men connections.
It does. It
And
does
the
include.
and they show the X-Mansion.
Yeah, yeah, that they do. Yeah, well, okay. Everyone keeps saying the Fox X-Men are coming back, but I don't think it's the Fox X-Men. Well, because they're all wearing their costumes from the '90s show, like
Hmm.
not just no, Cyclops is as well as Mystique. She also is. Um, yeah. So people keep saying it's the Fox X-Men universe, but I don't know that I don't
Hmm.
know it's gonna be. But yes, they also announced that. At least it seems to appear that Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds will also be in it as
Hmm.
well. It's going to be a whole big thing if you're a Marvel fan.
See, in my list, it doesn't say that Mystique is gonna be in it. I see Cyclops is gonna be in it.
Mystique will be in it. Yeah, she's going to be played by Rebecca
Jean
Romaine.
Jean Grey, Cyclops,
Jean
Professor
Grey will
X.
not be. Well, I don't know if they've said if Sadie Sink is in it, but the original girl lady who plays Jean Grey will not be in it.
No,
She's
I'm talking about the new cast.
we don't know. They haven't. I
Yeah,
don't know if they've said whether or not the new
Kit
cast will be in it
Connor.
or not.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Kit.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know
Kit
who any of these
Connor.
people are.
Yeah. Uh, and then Emma Frost is gonna be is which I
Samara
don't.
Weaving.
Yeah.
I recognize her name. I don't know what I know her from. I know her. I
Yeah.
know her from something, but I don't know what.
Oh, they're gonna bring back Storm. I know I've heard a lot about Storm.
Yes, yes, yes. She's a quite a strong character.
Mm. So then I like how this is like this is increasingly looking like the movie that connects the MCU's current multiverse story with the X-Men.
No, I wouldn't imagine it'll do that at all.
I don't think that this movie will. I
Well,
mean,
it's supposed to come out after Final Wars, which is apparently going to consolidate everything.
mhm.
So I don't imagine it will.
What do you think of the last movie that he
Which
did?
one?
The last Marvel movie that he did.
Oh, the last Marvel movie. That'd be Spider-Man. Spider-Man's
Yeah,
really good. If you like Spider-Man.
yeah. I like the Tom no, the Andrew Garfield one.
Mm. Those are
He's
all.
my Spider-Man. My sister's Spider-Man is the original Spider-Man.
I mean, he's all right.
Yeah.
I grew up with those ones. I'm not a lot. I mean, and it's my feelings to those movies are complex. They're
Mhm.
bad Spider-Man movies, but they're all
Yeah.
right movies.
Yeah. And then I guess Vision Quest is going to be another series,
It is indeed.
which Paul Bettany is gonna return as Vision.
That he is.
I don't know the concept of it.
How are they bringing Ultron back? Well,
Yeah.
how they're bringing Ultron back. What does that mean for Vision? Well, so this takes place after WandaVision,
Yeah.
which at the end of WandaVision, um, the original Vision was brought back to life via magic by um Oh my goodness, by Wanda.
Yeah,
And the government had created their own new vision, which was White Vision. And at the end of that show, White Vision flew off
yeah,
into parts unknown.
yeah.
So this takes place after that. So the vision that's in this show is White Vision from the end of the last show, who has all of the memories of original Vision, but none of the um what's the word I'm looking for? Uh heart that doesn't care about anything. And so how Ultron is back is he has created a sort of mind palace in his head, and has populated it with human versions of the various AI characters that have shown up over the course of
Mm,
the MCU. So one of the characters in there is Jarvis, like the original Jarvis from the original Iron Man. One of the characters is Friday, the AI that replaced Jarvis when he became Vision. One of them is Dummy. I don't know if you remember Iron Man, little dummy arm.
mm,
One of them is him, and I can't remember what the last one is. And
mm,
what? So one of the AIs in his head, he's kept in his head, is Ultron, because
mm,
the Vision is part Jarvis, part Ultron.
mm,
So yeah, that's how Ultron's back. He's a residual programming in the White Vision's head that
mm.
is there for some reason.
Cause I remember in the end of WandaVision, didn't wasn't he only like a head or something like, or he was
The
very
she
destroyed?
well, she blows up original Vision.
Yeah.
She blows him up, destroying the illusion or whatever. But no, White Vision just kind of flies off. He's like,
Oh,
"Bye,
okay.
everybody. I'll see you in a
Okay.
later thing." And then they announce this like quite a ways later. They
Yeah.
say it's the ending of the I guess the trilogy. It's positioned as the conclusion of the trilogy that includes WandaVision and Agatha all along. That's such a weird thing to say because Agatha all along, I guess it. Yeah, I mean, she's a character from that show, but like, it's not really the middle part of a trilogy.
I
And
still need to watch
it's
Agatha all along.
really funny how it completely forgets Doctor Strange 3, which contains Wanda and smack dab in the middle there.
Yeah.
Willfully chooses to forget that part of it. But no, Agatha All Along is good. It's actually I was very surprised by how much I liked that show, given how much I did not care for WandaVision. You'd
I
like it if you like Patty LuPone, you'd like it.
I don't love Patti LuPone. I think she's kind of a diva.
Yeah, but she's earned it because she's a legend.
No, she didn't earn it. She didn't earn shit.
She's an app. Patty LuPone? She's a Broadway icon. She's been on Broadway for longer than I've been alive.
Uh, and then Ahsoka. Have you seen Ahsoka?
No,
No, I haven't either. I guess
Rosario,
Rosario,
Rosario Dawson.
yeah, Rosario Dawson is returning
Yeah,
as
she is.
Ahsoka.
I know. I didn't because I think Jordan did, but I didn't because it's the kind of show that requires homework. So in order to appreciate it or understand it in any meaningful way, you have to have seen Rebels, the animated Clone Wars series, and I think that's it. But still, that's like
Yeah.
that's like 8 seasons of television, and I just don't have the time.
Mm,
So I like apparently like the first like 3 episodes are just Star Wars Rebels, and I haven't seen a
yeah.
single episode of that, so it just doesn't interest me. Also, I don't like Ahsoka, generally speaking.
I don't
So
either. What do you think about Hayden Christian returning as Anakin Skywalker?
in what capacity?
I have no idea. It didn't give me information.
Because I will say the first season does contain one of the coolest shots in Star Wars I've ever seen, which is there's a bit later on in the season where he's come back as figments of her imagination or whatever. But there's a really cool bit where they're like doing a lightsaber fight,
Hmm.
and he walks through like some smoke or water effect or whatever, and he just does this like shrug with his shoulders, and for a brief moment he turns into Darth Vader, and it's really cool. Like it's really
Um,
cool.
but yeah,
Other than that, no, I don't.
other
I've
than
never.
that, it's
There
coming
was
out.
like one scene, another
Yeah.
scene where she killed a bunch of stormtroopers. That was like, that's kind of cool, but I'm not never
Um,
not a fan.
no. Uh, I still need to finish season one of
Talking point. Are you more excited for Ahsoka versus Thrawn and the return of or the return of Anakin? Neither.
Neither, because I just
Then
don't
not
care.
not exceptionally. Now this next thing I am excited about,
Uh, so,
theoretically.
so yeah, but so I guess the Ahsoka season 2 comes out January 20th, 2027, and it
Probably not
continues the
gonna watch it.
story. Yeah.
It's too many Star Wars things. You got to give up some things, and that's definitely one.
Star Wars Starfighter.
I'm actually excited for this. This takes place after Star Wars Episode 9. It's in a new era of the Star Wars universe we've never explored before. It's
I
directed by Sean Levy, stars Ryan Gosling.
I didn't
Um,
peg Ryan Gosling as a Star Wars person,
I mean, he's a man who likes money and likes being in franchises that makes a lot of it.
but it's
So,
so weird to see him in a Star Wars movie after seeing him in Barbie.
I mean, he was in Barbie, which made a lot of money. And he was like, you know what I like? Money. I know. Um, I say yeah, he really leapt headfirst into being a franchise person this past couple years, and hey, you know what? Although he's my favorite part of it. I like Margot Robbie and I like her in that movie, but my favorite scene in the Barbie movie is where the climax comes to a grinding halt so that Ken can sing about his
Yeah,
feelings. It continues to be the most objective. There's two scenes in that movie that are the funniest scenes in that movie, and they both involve Ken. That one and the one where he sings "Push" by Matchbox 20, and it's just cut
yeah.
pulls back, and it's all the Ken singing "Push" by Matchbox. I think pretty sure it's "Push" by. I wanna push you around. Well, I will. I don't know if that's Matchbox 20, but anyway, that's the funniest scene. Those are the two funniest scenes.
Uh,
But no, I'm
I,
super stoked for this. This looks great.
so then apparently it's gonna be part of Star Wars 50th anniversary year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's funny. People came up after they announced Ryan Gosling and I don't know if this is in there because I don't know if that was D23 or Comic Con. No, that might have been Comic Con. But they announced that Sean Levy is making a Ghost Rider movie with Ryan Reynolds. People
Mhm.
are all down on him, and I'm like, but yeah, you know it's going to be a dynamically shot action movie that you could see all of the action. Like you know that
Mhm.
it's going to be like at least competently made.
Mhm.
It might not be a high bar of praise, but in this day and age, it sure is.
Yeah,
I also love the cast. I'm a big Matt Smith fan.
yeah,
Um, I like anything he's in, even when it's bad.
yeah.
And he does a lot of bad. But I'm a huge Doctor Who fan, so I'm always going to be forgiving of anything he does. So I'm pretty excited for that. Maybe this will be the franchise that he doesn't kill. I do like
Mhm.
Mia Goth. I can't think of anything. I know her from something I liked her in. I don't know Aaron Pierre, and obviously Amy Adams is always a shining star.
Yeah.
That and Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling is just he's just good in everything. Yeah,
Um,
I'm super star. I don't know that I would characterize it as one of Star Wars' biggest reveals of the event.
I mean,
Um,
to a lot of, for some people it was.
I maybe I mean.
Not to me though.
I'm excited for it because it's an original story. It doesn't take place in the Skywalker saga, but also like I'm so kind of I don't know my feelings on Star Wars. I haven't been able to like enjoy a Star Wars thing since the last guy or the last Jedi, not the last Jedi. Um, since the Rise of Skywalker, the
Mhm.
episode 9. Since episode 9, I haven't been able to enjoy a Star Wars thing other than that really funny Lego show, which was really funny. I did enjoy that.
I mean, and then going back to Coco, Kingdom Hearts. It's
Haley, me and Jordan talked about it for an hour, and we could have talked about it for two. I'm so, I cannot tell it. I was. It's funny because I wasn't really all that stoked for three. I mean, I was
yeah.
like three was like an urban myth at
Three
a
was
point.
fun. I liked
Like three,
playing three.
three, and it became kind of a running gag in in the community that three was just never going to come out.
Yeah.
Um, and my favorite video game of all time is Kingdom Hearts 2. I was so stoked for it. I know the day I think it was like March 23rd, 2007. I love that game. I was 17 when I played it. I burst through it in a weekend. So I love this franchise. Um, I wasn't really feeling this with the first trailer. This stuff they showed at D23 was incredible. Like I was like, man, this is insane.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
Game
still
about death.
it's still
It's a game
targeting
weird.
for a 2027 release date.
they assured D23 that it's coming out in 2027. I'm Kingdom Hearts fan, so when I hear late 2027, I heard early 2028. That's what happened
Yeah.
with Kingdom Hearts 3. But the fact that they came out, like, to be fair, it's been radio silence for 5 years. Um and they came out and they've done two trailers. They did this one and then they did the other one. They had two trailers at this event too, so they have had three trailers total,
Mm.
and they're like 2027, it's coming out. Like, wow, incredible! I was so surprised that the English it was English voice cast. Like, I'm surprised that they're that
Mm.
far along. It still seems reasonably early, but I was still very surprised.
I'm surprised that they're doing a Coco inspired world.
Honestly, the thing is, it wasn't one I would have predicted,
Yeah.
but given where the story is in that universe, it makes sense
And and
because.
and well, but also like the second movie is coming out, so it's like,
Yeah, well, yeah.
yeah,
Cynically, yes, they were very much like, "Oh yeah, we're making Coco too." And by the way, and they've done that. There in previous games. Um, I can't remember which one specifically, but there's one where the reason why one of the worlds is the way it is because there was a movie coming out. Same deal. So that doesn't
speaking.
surprise me, but it makes sense thematically. Totally makes sense thematically. And as a Kingdom Heart, like, it will be nice to see that the Disney worlds will have an impact on the story thematically, because in the
Yeah.
last one it didn't. The last one, the Disney worlds were fairly interchangeable, and to the point
Yeah.
that, like, sometimes they're just doing the plots of the movie, which was funny. Like, don't get me wrong, like,
Yeah.
when Elsa is singing Let It Go and Sora, Donald, and Goofy are just in the background, that is the funniest thing in video
Hmm.
games ever. Like when it gets to the end of the song, like, not even just the fact that they sing Let It Go, it's the fact that they sing the whole song, and then
Yeah.
it gets to the end, and Sora, Donald, and Goofy go, "Wow, that sure was so." You zip the funniest thing, just
I agree with
objectively hilarious.
I agree with you and Jordan. Like the Atlantica in the second one, like that was just bad animation.
I loved it when I was 17. When I was 17, I was a kid. I love those sections, but, like, there's a reason why they're optional. In both games, actually, you don't have to go to Atlantica at all. You can completely skip it, and so. But
Um,
as a person who loves rhythm games, it's always going to hold a special place in my heart. But no, it's pretty widely the most disliked world in those games. That, or maybe Winnie the Pooh. But, like, I have it again as a special place in my heart.
I love the Winnie. I always do the Winnie the Pooh
I
section
always do
because
too.
I love Winnie the Pooh.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of that, do you think that we're gonna visit Winnie the Pooh again? Please tell me.
I don't know. I mean, they're pretty strong staple of that franchise. Jordan's like, no. I'm like, yes, but, like, only if it's good.
Yeah.
Like, the last one was terrible. Like,
Yeah.
it was just bobble bobble for 3 rounds, and it has the worst character in the game. If Jordan was around, he'd find that funny. The
Uh,
character from Heffalumps and Woozles or whatever. Terrible elephant character. Like some
but
some producer's kid who got to do 3 lines.
simultaneously though, they also announced the Kingdom Hearts animated series.
So stoked. Like, cannot even begin to
I'm
tell
so
you.
interested in this. Like,
So stoked. So, like, there's reasons to be nervous about it. Um, the fact, and I kept saying this to Jordan, but the fact that it's heavily involved in the writing with Tetsuya Nomura, who showed up at D23. Like, just I kept saying this to Jordan on Sunday, but, like, that's a big deal. Like, he's never showed up. I don't even think he's come to America for an
yeah.
event ever.
Mm,
Like, he wouldn't come out here for Final Fantasy VII, which was also his
mm,
baby. So, like, the fact that he showed up at D23 on stage and everyone was like, "Wow, I've heard his name so much, but I've never actually, like, he's just a guy."
yeah.
Um, but the fact that he's so involved in the writing is of a concern. Because all that, like, Kingdom Hearts is convoluted shit is all him.
Yeah.
And what I said on the I stand by this. Um, it's not going to be an adaptation of the games. I would
Mm,
not expect it to be. I would expect it to be a place for Tetsuro Nomura to do all this stuff from the mobile games that nobody gives a shit about, but he does for some reason. All the stuff that people don't understand, all the time travel and all the going to different worlds and world lines and all that crap. Like I'm sure when all the mobile character games showed up at the end of the third one, that probably meant
Mm.
nothing to you. Um, or when the main character from the mobile game showed up randomly, that probably
Yeah.
meant nothing. But that's the space where he'll work that out because they just had a game. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. Nope, complete blank. But they just had a game it was a mobile game that they canceled that a really expensive CGI opening that leaked.
Yeah.
That stuff is so it'll be all of his weird original characters, all of his weird original ideas, all the convoluted story that people don't like. That's very likely what it's going to be if he's really
Mm-hmm.
involved in the writing because he likes his shit messy.
Um, but yeah, so the series is being developed as a new animated adaptation of the game.
I'm well, I guess cautiously optimistic is how I would put it. Um, I'm excited because it was crazy because I did not see it coming. It's a thing we've been begging for years. The
Yeah.
weirdest part about this event
Yeah.
was Disney's investment in it. Like they were like, we're spending all the money on Kingdom Hearts where there were banners for Kingdom Hearts, there was all sorts of stuff, and they were like Disney Plus show, and it's like we've been asking for a show for like ever. Why
Mm-hmm.
now? It's very, very peculiar. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there's a lot of I'm apprehensive because it has the potential to be like, oh, this is why I don't like
Mm-hmm.
this. Um, but we'll
Um,
see.
and then The Greatest Showman
Yeah,
was announced to the West, going to the West End.
why
Um,
specifically the West End? That's strange. I guess that's a
well,
good. I mean, that's a good place to
well,
test stuff, I guess.
yeah, they test stuff at the West End first, and then they
Sure
transfer
seems that
it.
way, yeah.
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 So
I
the great.
mean,
I mean, I love The Greatest Showman. I'm
it's
excited for this.
kind of designed to be a Broadway show. Like it was, you could tell. Like I remember when I
Yeah.
watched it, I was like, I could stage this. I could stage this easily. So it doesn't surprise me. It just kind of surprises me that it took him this long. Especially, yeah, I was gonna say it's the music and book is by Paul and Pasek and David Hansen won a Tony. So it's just surprised it took this long, to be honest with you. But
And book is by Tim Federer. I don't know who that is,
I don't know who that is. I just know
but
Paul and Pasek.
but yeah, Benj and Justin, like, come on.
I look, they can write some earworms. Like
Yeah, they
more than
can.
anything, they can write some earworms.
And
So
it's targeting spring 2027 in the West End.
that makes sense. I
So
can't imagine it's gonna take a bunch of staging. There's nothing uberly
no.
complex about it in terms of staging.
And you
So
can
I don't
like
think
do
there is.
like the animals, like, you can do like robotic.
Yeah. Um yeah, you could do animatronics, puppets. You could definitely do puppets.
So I guess
Or you could
like
just not do animals.
so
The
I guess
animals
my
are not
question is
really.
like, do you think great it can work?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure it
Yeah.
can.
Oh
They're
yeah.
already they're already doing it. It's
Yeah.
I don't know if
I
it's
mean, they did water for elephants, and that worked.
yeah. I saw that was a musical and I was like, isn't that based on a movie?
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson in it?
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Um.
Um yeah, I don't think animals are really strictly speaking necessary to the plot of The Greatest Showman,
Mhm.
so they could just cut them.
Yeah. And then this last one. This is gonna be a quick segment, just like a glossing over kind of thing. The Disney Legends ceremony.
Ah, yes, yes.
Chris Berman,
Don't know him.
Jerry Birkenheimer, don't know him. Susan
He-
Egan. Oh my
J-
God, Susan Egan.
Jerry Bruckheimer, quite a famous producer.
I
He produced, I know he produced National Treasure. Why was that the first thing? Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh,
Um,
him? Okay, now I know who you're talking to
bunch
about.
of different people,
Yeah.
bunch of different movies.
Um,
Those are
Susan Egan, which
absolute deserved, very deserved.
obviously Eric
Yeah,
Goldberg, who we all know who animated our favorite
he's
movies.
he animated the genie.
Yep, he animated the
Yeah,
genie.
If you
And
are a student of animation, you should know who Erica Goldberg is. He did
and
good.
what's so funny is the characters that he animated were the ones that came out on stage as he's coming out to
What do you
give
think?
him his
That's excellent.
award.
I like
Yeah.
that. That's fun.
Bob Iger,
What did somebody
obviously.
burn a bunch of money in front of him? You know, to represent what he did for the company? Yeah, that's a joke about Bob Iger being
Uh,
terrible.
Anne Hathaway,
I mean, she's delightful.
Kim Irvine,
I'm not familiar.
Dwayne Johnson, which why?
I mean, hmm. Well,
Jonas
he has
Brothers,
he has contributed a bit to Disney over the years. He's made them quite a bit of money.
yeah. Jonas Brothers, also why? Uh,
Well, again, same deal. They they
Lin-Manuel
they
Miranda, why?
they pretty well dominated 2000s Disney pop culture. So it's not to say that they're not Disney icons. They are.
Yeah, yeah.
Lin-Manuel Miranda, that one was kind of confusing because what has he done for like he
He
was
wrote songs for the
yeah, he
one
did
live
like
action.
I guess he did Moana and he did Enchanted, both of which were reasonably
And
successful, and he was in Mary Poppins technically.
wait, Lin-Manuel Miranda did Enchanted?
Not Enchanted, sorry. Encanto.
Encanto? I was gonna
Yeah.
say, like what?
He did Encanto and
Encanto,
he did
uh,
Moana
Moana.
and then
He he said something.
he was technically in one of the Mary Poppins.
He said something really that I got so excited for. He said, "I'm done with doing anything Moana." I'm like, thank God.
Really? Because like I thought they were making a third one because the
Yeah,
second one
yeah,
made so much
but
money.
he's not gonna be involved with
Embarrassing.
it. He's not gonna be
Oh,
involved with it. Thank God.
probably gonna not be very good then. The funniest thing
Alan
is you
Tudyk.
if you want to the funny thing about Lin-Manuel Miranda is how he has all his music sounds the same. And Alan
Yeah.
Tudyk is a treasure.
I love
Um,
him.
my favorite,
King
I love how
Candy.
his King Candy. My favorite joke is how in Frozen he's Wesselton, and then
Yeah,
he doesn't want to be called Weaselton.
yeah,
And then in Zootopia, his character is Weaselton, and someone calls him
yeah,
Wesselton. He's like, it's
yeah.
Weaselton. I'm like, that's funny. If you watch Disney movies, that's a funny joke. Made me
Uh,
laugh.
so those are all the not the honorees,
I don't know
and
that I would qualify some of those as legends. Legend sort of implies a
no,
certain level
a
of
lot of
gravitas.
them are legends. Anne Hathaway, legend. Eric Goldberg, legend.
Absolutely. Oh, but very much so, yeah.
Susan Egan,
But I'm like The
legend.
Rock. I'm like, is he
Okay,
really a
yeah.
Disney legend? I don't
Not, no,
know.
no, no, no.
Is Lin-Manuel Miranda a Disney legend? I
Yeah.
don't
Alan
like they
Tudyk,
they were
duh.
doing like Hamilton songs, and I'm like, yeah, I suppose this was on Disney Plus, I
Yeah.
guess, but not really
Uh,
Disney thing.
and
He
then
did two
five,
Disney things.
yeah, true. But yep, those are the quick. That's a quick segment. Just wanted to shout all those. Y'all, some of, well, most of y'all. No, I can't say that.
But I'm like, what did Anne Hathaway do for Disney that was like
Princess
majorly impactful?
Diaries, Princess Diaries. She did Devil Wears Prada. She did,
Are those Disney movies?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so,
I didn't know that.
um,
I've
okay,
seen
and
the
then
Devil Wears Prada.
last five things that I didn't mention before. Oswald, the new
Oh,
Disney
I'm
series
so
about Oswald.
stoked for
I'm
that.
so excited.
I'm
And
so excited for that. That
did
looks
you
so
see
good.
it's hand drawn?
Yeah, I said I really like the animation. It's interesting because he shot a great deal of it in Disneyland, like a great deal of it in
Yeah.
Disneyland. So
Yeah.
I'm just curious, and yeah, it looks like he's breaking into somebody's office. So like I'm really curious to where the plot of that is gonna go, what the story for the show is, because everything he said about it was just kind of vague history about Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, which like if you know Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, you already know.
Mm,
So for me, it's like he's not really saying anything I don't already know.
mm,
Um, but yeah, I'm kind of hoping they do something
mm.
similar to what they did in Epic Mickey thematically. Like not the same plot, but like thematically about the idea of being passed over. I kind of hope like they make him a little resentful of Mickey. Here's the question. Here's the question. Do you think Mickey will show up in it?
No.
No, you don't think Mickey's gonna show up? I think
No.
he will. I
I
think
liked
it's gonna be a big like spoiler cameo like right at the end.
I also loved the fact that like in the clip that they showed us, he's in Walt's office.
Is that who the office is he's supposed to
Yeah,
be
it's
in?
Walt's office.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And then when he steps on, did you notice when he steps on the piano, he does the footsteps to "When You Wish Upon a Star"?
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. My concern is that the character's not going to talk. That's my concern. I'm really hoping that they do a thing where it's like that's the beginning that we see, like when he's
Hmm.
young and naive, and then it does like a hard cut 30 years later, and he my hope my image is like he sounds like he smokes cigars, like he's just
Hmm.
like he's got a real rough, gravelly kind of voice, just because that's what I think it's what I picture when I picture a guy from that era talking like. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very
I'm
excited.
not I'm not excited for Hicks. I'll say it now. I'm not excited. I love Haley Steinfeld. I don't not excited for
Jordan
next.
Jordan said it's just like Owl House, and I'm like I've never seen that show.
Yeah,
I I
Ice Age. Not excited for it either.
no, not even a little bit. No.
Louie movie. It would be cute for kids. Not my cup of tea.
People who are fans of that show really don't like the fact that the animation's 3D.
Mm.
I am an adult, so I have no attachment to that franchise whatsoever.
And then they gave us like a little bit more about Gato, but I'm
To be
still
fair,
kind
my
of
friends love Bluey because they
yeah.
have kids and they watch it with them and they say the life lessons are valuable. I have no re It would be like if I said to you, Haley, I love the show Arthur. If I said that to you, you should be like, why? You're an adult.
I
Um,
hate Arthur so much.
really? I love Arthur.
I loved it
But
when I was a
like
kid,
yeah. I love Arthur.
but
Arthur's
now
great.
Arthur's so stupid now.
I mean, didn't it technically end? It ended with it turned out that Arthur was writing or he wrote the
No,
Arthur books.
yeah, no, I know, but like I'm just saying, like watching it back, like it's so stupid. I don't know why I
I
like
watched
it.
it from a particular era. I mean, I still love the episode where it has the songs,
Yeah,
the library. That's my favorite episode of all time.
DW was such a bitch though to
Or
him.
Buster Baxter
You
went away and he came back. I love that. It's so
you
funny.
can't tell me that
Well, it's I
DW was
can't
such a bitch.
I can't now. I go through the same thing with when people are like, I hate Angelica from Rugrats because I'm like, I'm an adult and she's 3. So like I can't get mad at a 3-year-old for being a 3-year-old. It's just it would be weird. So like as a kid, yeah, I detested DW. As an adult, I'm like, I've dealt with 3-year-olds. They're roughly like that.
Yeah. Um,
So like it's hard. It's different now.
yeah. So
Like they're not, I don't think a 3-year-old can be a bitch. It's just she's 3 years old. She's acting as where a 3-year-old would act.
do 3-year-olds act as if she's gonna beat him up?
I mean, my favorite episode was when he was like, "You touched my thing," and then it cuts away as he strikes her. I'm kidding. As I said that out loud, I realized that was a bad thing to say out loud. I'm kidding.
Oh,
I wouldn't be
so
kidding if I were 7 years old and I was still watching that show. I'm kidding as an adult. But yeah, I don't watch Bluey. So back
Gato is something else.
I really like the art style. I'm a
I like
big
the
fan
art
of the art
style.
style.
Uh, Out of everything, I love the art style, and I
I'm a
might go
big
see it
fan.
just for the art style.
I'm a big fan of the art style. I yeah, pretty animation. I said this to George that if something's pretty, I will look past its flaws.
Yeah. So yeah, that was D23.
Man, again, just a shit ton.
And I
That's a
don't even think I
lot of
got
stuff.
through everything, but
The last few years, D23 has been really disappointing. Like
yeah.
this was good because
Yeah.
like I usually get like a solid like bunch of news from 2 events. It's Comic-Con and it's this. And last year's D23 was like Marvel didn't do anything, Disney barely did anything.
Yeah.
It was mostly
So,
just theme park stuff, and I don't do theme park stuff on my show. So like
um,
it was like, yeah, I don't know. The movie side was way more intriguing to me than the theme park stuff. Like this just sounds like it's a lot of like it's they introduced one major new attraction to Avengers
yeah.
Campus, and then the rest just sounds like kind of fairly
Yeah.
generic rethemes. Like
Yeah.
the Miguel does the Coco ride. I like Coco, but it just sounds like a very basic bitch of a
Mhm.
retheme.
Well, even the Encanto ride that they're doing, it's like, come on.
Yeah, like I understand the need for rethemes. Like people like we talked about obviously the Splash Mountain. Sometimes you need to retheme. It's just a thing. Sometimes rides get old and you need to find a way to freshen it up, right? But that's just what a lot of these sound like. There's nothing that's
Well,
really
this is coming
grabbing
from a
me.
person that hated Encanto. I did not like Encanto at all.
I like I don't have strong feelings. I really quite like the soundtrack. I like
I like
most
the
of the songs.
soundtrack. It's just the movie was just
They very much did talk about Bruno.
yeah.
Um,
Um, but yeah, that was D23, guys.
that was just the funniest thing about Encanto is that live concert they did where the girl who plays Louisa was flat. That was
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
That's funny. She's
Um,
very flat.
so yeah, it's D23 next year when you do D23 destinations when you go to Florida, invite me so I can cover it and do
Or
conventions.
or bring it to California and invite me on the West Coast. Do more shit on the West Coast. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All this
Or
stuff on the East Coast.
also invite me.
I mean, hey, if you want to come on down to the West Coast.
Or like, purchase my like give me a free plane ticket and stuff and then free stay
God, that's
and
the dream, isn't it? That's the dream. Anytime
yeah.
I see, I'm at that phase now when I see like non-movie creators go to premieres, it drives me mad because I'm like, you don't even do movies. Like the ones that irritate me the most are the ones where they do one video and it's them at the premiere, and you're like, but your content isn't even movies. What the fuck? This is bullshit. Like, ah.
Well, even when like Jake did went to Comic Con because he got invited by the Indiana Comic Con when he did for the Final Frontier podcast, which by the way, I will link the Final Frontier podcast down below.
You should
Um,
check those guys out. They're pretty
yeah,
funny. They're coming back in a couple weeks. That we start filming again this Friday. So
and
season
and
3 coming soon.
and I'm just sitting there like, how do you get in? I don't even get invited to shit. What the fuck?
Um, it's not as hard as you think. I mean,
Yeah.
I also got invited to. I mean, we're gonna be in VaultCon in
Mm,
October,
mm,
so we got invited to another one.
mhm.
So it's not terribly hard if you know the right people. You send the correct emails.
Jake's gonna have
It's
to teach me because I don't know how to do any of
Hey,
this stuff.
you get the sick interviews. That's funny because you sent me a picture of one of the emails you sent, and I was like, gonna pull it up because I had an idea of someone I wanted to email. I'm like, how does she get Broadway's Aladdin again? That's
I
pretty
just
sick.
e sent the email, baby.
That was pretty sick. I was trying to think if he's done anything else that I know him in. That I was when you were like who's a bigger deal, Goofy or Broadway's Aladdin? I think Goofy. More people would know who Goofy is than they would know who Broadway's Aladdin is. But like for those who know Broadway's Aladdin, that's pretty impressive get.
Yeah.
For me, who's actually seen that musical, that's kind of an impressive get because I
See,
was like, oh, I he's not the thing I don't like about that musical.
see, the people on the Disney side know Bill Farmer.
Yeah,
The people
yeah.
on the Broadway side know Adam Jacobs.
It's true. I mean, to
So
be fair, that Disney Broadway is honestly, to my knowledge, pretty popular because
yeah,
it's still running.
yeah.
They were they're still running. They
Mm.
announced that there's some Disney movie that was getting the musical treatment. I can't remember what it is, but it was one of those ones where I went, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Mm. But yeah,
Back in now.
with that being said though, D23 invite me.
Invite both of us.
Yeah.
That feels like a fair
I can
compromise.
sell stuff and I can like or not even sell stuff, but I can like do like convention stuff and talk to people and do vlogs.
I technically couldn't sell stuff.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah.
Wink, because I'm
Watch
Canadian.
Jake be like editing this and be like, "Oh my God."
Wink. Like I already talked to him about it. I want to. Me and Jordan are making plans to try to maybe sell some stuff,
Yeah. So
but
like
we're not allowed to
this
technically.
this episode's getting kind of long, guys. I'm sorry, but we're like talking shit.
There's just I look. It was a big event. What can I
Yeah, it
say?
was a huge event. So I guess with that being said, I will put Oh, like, just tell everybody where they can find you and.
Oh, Sundays. Well, I mean, 7 days a week, technically. You find me at the Spur of the Moment podcast. We put videos out 7 days a week. We have a new podcast every Sunday. We're technically on break this week, but we're gonna talk about the news on Sunday for like an hour and a half, probably.
Mm.
And then we're gonna be back talking about anime on the next week. And sometime in my next season, I'm gonna get Haley on. I can't decide when, but I want to do I'll pitch this to Jake. I have a new game I want to try out because every time I try games it fails. But I have a new one I want to try out where it's have you heard of this? And we're gonna go into the bowels of Disney Plus and
Oh, dear God.
we're gonna find some Disney movies.
Oh, dear God.
I think me and Jordan will just share a simple 10
Yeah.
and with such movies as The Computer That Wore Tennis Shoes or The Shaggy Dog. Maybe The Shaggy Dog. Definitely The Computer That Wore Tennis Shoes because I really want to watch it and I've needed an excuse to. So I'm going to get you and Jake and we're going to do the Have You Heard of This? And then me and Jordan are going to, if you have heard of it, you go, Yay, I've heard of it. And if you haven't heard of it, you go, Nay, I have not heard of it. And then me and Jordan are going to attempt to convince you or dissuade you from watching it. You and potentially Jake,
Okay.
if he says yes, which he usually
Alright.
does. He rarely says no if I give him enough time. So that is a thing that is definitely coming to our channel next season sometime. And then also at a point I want to do I'd like to watch Camp Rock 3
Yep. I
and
still
Camp
need
Rock 1 and
to.
2.
I still need to. I'm scared to.
I have a plan for a we did a 80s to I think 2005 Disney
Yeah.
Channel original movie special.
Mm.
So we have to do the rest of them. So
Mm.
I'll probably be around that time whenever I do that, whenever that
Yeah.
may be.
This episode that you guys are seeing now was supposed to be the Camp Rock one, but like I didn't have time to watch it, so.
This was easy. This is what I already do.
So I guess
What I do on my show, by the way, is more or less what we did today.
yeah. So, okay, well, so I guess with that being said, uh, I'll, I guess I'm off, and I'll see you guys Internal Stars later. Bye, guys.